Hello, everybody. My name is Harry Rice. We are live, I believe. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. My name is Harry Rice. I usually come up here live to talk about games for the Montreal Canadiens. However, we have some breaking news this afternoon. You all me on waivers is not breaking news. We all knew that was going to happen. Gusto Lindstrom's was home waivers. But hello, we are here. Luca is in the chat. Eternal Render, how's it going, my good sir? Today, on this wonderful Thanksgiving Sunday, we are coming up live to talk about the NHL season predictions. That's right, you guys probably tell by the title, the thumbnail. Maybe you just sensed it somehow. If you're blind, how are you here? But we, ladies and gentlemen, are being joined by a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, my one and only special guest?
Hello, everybody. My name's Luca. Go Suns, go!
Yeah, we have a Senators fan in here. Right now, we are gonna do the predictions in a little bit. However, firstly, we do want to talk with you guys for a little while about proper drug use. No, we don't have proper drug use. Legitimately though, you guys got any comments or questions in the chat? Put them in here in the opening few minutes. I'm still a little sick, so I still have a cough. But yeah, we're gonna talk with you guys for the opening couple minutes of the stream. Then we'll get into our season predictions, and we will go from there. I should probably make sure that we are on the right pattern. Before I should probably make sure I'm on the right thing for our thing. Oh God, I just realized I did not duplicate the awards properly. I should probably do that. Yeah, you guys can tell how prepared I am for this stream. So I'm leaving my guests kind of away. Luca, how are you doing on this wonderful fine day? By the way.
We're doing all right. Yeah, we're doing all right. Ready to go. I want to answer some questions, but there's not that many people here.
Yeah, I think there'll be more people coming in as we start getting into the predictions, as we start talking some shit and whatever on some teams.
Yeah.
What do you say then? You wanna try and get to it then? Get to the
Yeah.
start of
No,
the
let's
season.
Yeah.
All right, so boys, how we are going to do this? Okay, never mind. There we go. How we're gonna do this, boys, is and now my mouse is and now my mouse is okay. There we go. My mouse is back. I can see my mouse again. So how we're gonna do this, boys, is we are going to both give our predictions. I believe we agreed on going from the Pacific, Central, Metropolitan, and then ending with the Atlantic, right, Luca?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do, boys, is we're gonna go from the right side of the screen over to the left side. Why didn't I do it from the left to the right? Well, because we came up with this yesterday, and I made the sheet like 4 or 5 days ago, and I didn't want to change it because why? Because I'm lazy. But but seriously though, we will go from the Pacific, the Central, the Metropolitan, and the Atlantic. We are both, I believe, how we're doing this, Luca. We talked about this right before we got on stream. We're both gonna give our number 8, then give our number 7, our number 6. Right? We're not doing like my division
Yeah.
and then your division, right? We're doing one at a time.
Yes, sir.
All right, all right. And for those of you who are wondering, Harry, why do you have all the logos here? It's incredibly easy for me to just fill them in when I need to. So, yeah. Hey, we got Logan in the chat, and Luca is also in the chat. Let's go. Luca will potentially be in the chat. I don't know if you're gonna be in there for the whole stream or you're just gonna respond to people on here, but yeah.
I'll be in here. I'll be in the chat.
Ah, nice. Let's go. We'll have Luca in the chat. I might be on the chat occasionally if YouTube wants to work on my phone eventually. Sons of Liberty, if the Islanders aren't in a playoff spot, just be expecting the ICBMs. The ICBMs? Oh, no. Darkness is in here. Let's go. Darkness, how's it going? Elite Ekholm. Elite Eklund 86. Sharks easily the worst team in the league? I'm not going to spoil anything, but we will get to that. Actually, we're going to get to that right now, Luca. Who wants to start off the Pacific Division, you or me? Actually, no. You're a very special guest, Luca. How about you start off your with your predictions?
All right, I'm coming with a real hot take here. Coming last in the Pacific Division and 32nd in the NHL, I've got the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Yeah. This team stinks. Their defense is not good. I like pieces like William Eklund, and I'm even with tough years in New Jersey, I'm still a believer in Mackenzie Blackwood. So I hope he can somehow play decent with this atrocious decor in front of him, and maybe get traded to a goaltending needing team at the deadline.
Yeah, all right. That that's completely that is completely fair. You are a. Sorry, I'm just gonna put Luca's predictions just so I can get these so people know what we're know whose is whose. But yeah, you know what, Luca? Why not? I might as well get it out of the way. I completely 100% agree with you. San Jose is without a doubt the worst team in the league. I think the only team that really gives them a run for their money are the Philadelphia Flyers, and we'll obviously get to them. Yeah, I just going off of what I wrote down because I have notes. I had to take notes for every division except ours, basically. I will get to some comments really quickly. The Sharks, let's go, Jack. Intercontinental. Oh, thank you, Logan and Suns. I appreciate that. Suns may get carried to Wildcard 2 with Jan Ruda. Logan, I couldn't agree more. Let's go. We got the Sokol specialist in here. So what I wrote down was, quote, "This team is bottom of the barrel. I have absolutely zero clue how this team gets out of their rebuild. Joel Ward might be new, but he's already proving to be one of the worst GMs in the National Hockey League with how little he gets back for a 100-point defenseman. They have an interesting and soon-to-be tortured goaltending tandem, the worst blue line in the NHL, and probably the worst forward core in the league. Hurdle and Couture are really going to do some heavy lifting. Hoffman and Duclair will need to play well, along with Kevin LeBanc living up to his contract for once in his life. Zdeno and Sutherland are trying to prove themselves as NHLers, but on their blue line, they have maybe two players who should actually be in the NHL right now. Just pure, complete, utter trash."
One thing that I did forget to mention here is that the head coach of the San Jose Sharks is Dan Quinn. Enough said.
You know what? Yeah, we probably could have Mike Greer. Who did I say?
Joel Ward.
Joel Ward. Well, you know what? What's the difference? Joel Ward. Actually, that could be seen as a racist thing. Fuck that.
Whoa.
Okay. They both played for the Sharks in their career. What's the difference? Yeah, this is off to a great.
And we're canceled.
This is off to a great start when I already confused Joel Ward or Mike Greer for Joel Ward. To be fair, boys, I was watching some Capitals 15-16 highlights, so I think you guys can understand why that probably doesn't make me look any better than I'm gonna stop there. Luca, what's your seventh worst team in the Pacific Division?
Coming in seventh, I have the Anaheim Ducks. There are pieces I like on this team, and there are pieces I am not too fond of. I think Ryan Strome and Alex Killorn are both overpaid, to say the least. I think Trevor Zegras is underpaid with the contract he just got, but is still overrated in my eyes. Bright spots on this team. I believe Jamie Drysdale is in for a breakout year. I think Mason McTavish is going to be the captain of this team, and little hot take, I think by the end of the year, Lucas Dostal will be their starter.
Now, is that implying that John Gibson gets traded, or Gibson just plays horribly and Dostal plays well?
I think John Gibson will be traded eventually. I think he's
smart.
I think it's time to move on.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luca, you know what? We are on the same wavelength right now because I think that the Anaheim Ducks are as well the seventh worst team in the Pacific Division. Guys, yes, by the way, I am saying it that way for a reason. I put still in the rebuild phase. Gibson's probably gone at the deadline. No joke. I genuinely put that. Along with Henrique and Silverberg. Terry and Zegras leading the way coming off of his and Drysdale's new contracts. They'll really need to lead the way into winning more games than last year. Gudaz being out of via free agency, and I think Killorn as well. And I put Ann Thompson off waivers. And then Thompson today has just been put back on waivers. So that is a moot point. Should mean they are grittier and the puck is in their net way more often, respectively. Adding Killorn and Leo Carlson should help them score more than last year. This year really depends on if the team actually wants to play in front of Gibson or not. If they do, maybe they'll get to sixth. Mason McTavish, shout out him as well. I forgot to completely mention him in here. Yeah, if they don't, they're gonna be one of the worst teams in the league. They, like I said, if they want to play, they'll be a little bit better. If they don't want to play in front of him, they genuinely might challenge for last in the NHL again. So yeah, Anaheim, the future is bright with you. The one request: please trade Braden Tracy so he has a chance to be in the NHL one day.
My one across as Anaheim is make Max Jones more useful. Go Knights, go.
I completely forgot about Max Jones. Of course, you would like Max Jones. All right, Luca. Who do you believe is the sixth team in the Pacific Division?
All right, here comes a little bit of a bold take. I've got Seattle.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this team is going to take a step back. I believe Philip Grubauer is nowhere near as good as he played last year. I believe this team. I don't have the exact stat in front of me. I believe, as a Sens fan, I remember last year their finishing was terrible. Seattle's was near the top. I believe they cannot do that again. I think this team has got some depth. I think it's a very depth heavy team, but not a lot of high end players. I think Matthew Beniers is great, and I think Shane Wright will be a player. Just I don't know with this team.
Will be a player.
Shout out to Joey Decord though. Shout out to Joey Decord.
Absolutely. Now see, Luca. It only takes 3 teams for us to start disagreeing on where we think teams are gonna be. My sixth team in the Pacific is the Calgary Flames. Actually.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I'm obviously gonna say why. Jacob Markstrom is still their goaltender, and Dustin Wolf is rotting in the AHL. I thought we were gonna be both talking about Seattle. So for a split second in my mind, I was like, "Oh shit, am I fucking up right now?" But no. Yeah, Jacob Markstrom's still their goalie. Dustin Wolf is rotting in the AHL. This year is going to be rough. Legit. Daryl Sutter is gone from behind the bench, so some of the players that wanted to leave somehow now still want to remain in Alberta. Top 6 should be fairly solid considering that Huberdeau should return to form. If you're able to lock up Lindholm and or Hannafin, who's on the blue line, that should help. There's some good depth on this team. Matthew Coronado will really help out with famous hard worker Dylan Dubé. The blue line is still questionable with Nikita Zadorov and Jordan Osterley having NHL jobs in 2023. This will be a make or break year for the Flames in the worst way possible. But again, with Jacob Markstrom as your starting goalie, your backup is Dan Vladar, who's not terrible, but Dustin Wolf is rotting in the AHL. There's some decisions that need to be made, and I think we'll see them by the deadline. Whether they want to really go all in or they end up selling everything off, my position would suggest that they are selling things off.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, all right. Luca, who is your fifth worst team or fifth team in the Pacific? I gotta stop saying fifth worst team.
Fifth in the Pacific was a toss-up for me. There are 2 teams that I think are going to fight for that. I shouldn't spoil, but fight for a wild card here. But in fifth, I am going to go with the Vancouver Canucks. I think this team will be better than last year. I think Thatcher Demko is going to be a lot better than last year. I think he's going to stay healthy. I think Elias Pettersson is going to put up 100 points or more. My issue is with the defense. Quinn Hughes can't carry that whole unit.
That is very fair, Luca. And fun fact, we were on the same wavelength again. Vancouver finishes fifth for me as well. I wrote down, you fired Bruce Boudreau, you're missing playoffs. I thought they should have named JT Miller their captain. That is perfect shit post culture right there. They fumbled the ball there. Looking analytically, though, at the team, their forwards have a really solid top 6 again. Like you said, Elias Pettersson, Brock Besser's also there. Andrei Kuzmenko, of course, he's gonna have to tip in more goals. But they have a little bit of an improving bottom 6, in my opinion. I think there's guys there that can definitely prove themselves, and there's definitely some hard workers. But it is kind of unproven as to if they can actually help out the team. The blue line has Tyler Myers and Ian Cole, so basically I'm agreeing with you that the blue line just is not good. Goaltending tandem is fairly good, provided Demko learns how to be consistent again. I mentioned that Pedersen and Kuzmenko will need to keep up their scoring and tipping goals, respectively. Forwards will need to step it up. Tyler Myers needs to score more than one goddamn goal this year. Quinn Hughes was a great choice for the captain. Vancouver should be a fun team if they make the playoffs, but Rick Tocchet will probably hold these guys back.
Yeah, one thing I also want to say with Vancouver, I don't think he might get a few NHL games at the end of the year, but shout out to Artur Silovs. I think he's a really solid prospect and could be a starter if Demko decides to go back to the States.
That is very true. I absolutely really like Seeloffs as well. He's going to be a solid starter eventually in the NHL, at least me personally. We got a couple comments. Elite Eklund says, fuck the Knights. Based.
Based.
Suns think Seattle being at 6 is absolutely crazy. Logan Hacker thinks that Seattle is peaked, interestingly enough. I'm assuming it's Seattle. Yeah, that is true. Elite Eklund mentioning the Canucks did also just trade for Sam Lafferty, so they have a little bit more of a proven bottom 6. I do like that move for them. They gave up like a 5th round pick. I like that move for them. Vancouver will be nowhere near a playoff spot, says Suns. I think that's debatable.
As do I. I think Demko's going to win them games that they shouldn't be winning.
Yeah. Logan says Vancouver over Flames and Kraken for me. So you agree with Luca? Me, it's a little bit different though. A little bit different.
Oh, he doesn't agree with me. He doesn't technically agree with me. I still haven't talked about Calgary.
Oh yeah, you haven't. Yeah, I'm stupid. For some reason I thought you put the Flames above the Ducks for some reason. I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know why you would. Suns, that is true. Calgary is one of the worst run teams in the league. That is quite true. Neither of Darkness says neither Seattle's top 2 goalies last year had a .900 save percentage. That is not sustainable to win. Seattle finishes in 6th because of that alone.
But see,
We'll get
here's
to that.
the thing. Chris Driedger's on waivers. Joey Daccord is going to be a good NHL goaltender this year. He lit up the AHL last year. I have full confidence in him, and it's not Sens bias at all.
Yeah, definitely not. All right, Luca, who's your 4th team in the Pacific?
A team that I really, really wanted to miss the playoffs, but I really just don't see a way they do. I have the LA Kings.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I love the forward depth. I think having Deneau, Kopitar, and Dubois as 1, 2, 3 is absolutely incredible. I think Adrian Kempe is extremely underrated. The defense is solid. I wish Brent Clark could be playing in the NHL this year. However, that goaltending is terrible. Cam Talbot was garbage behind the Suns' defense isn't great, but it's not terrible. I think Cam Talbot is terrible. I think Big Save Dave is not going to help them. I think their saving grace will have to be Phoenix Copley playing like he did last year, which I think is highly unlikely. But I think even with subpar goaltending, the forward core has enough to drag them into a wild card spot.
So you have them in the wild card too?
I do have them in the wild card. And one other thing I want to say with LA, no, he shouldn't have been taken above Tim Stutzla, but Quentin Byfield breakout year incoming.
Okay. Luca, you probably saw it on stream, but somehow we agree yet again. I have the Kings exactly at 4th and making a wild card spot. Suns, the Kings direction confuses me. Yeah. Me too. I mentioned that a little bit. The Kings are probably maybe the strangest team for me to predict. I know the Kraken are up there, but the Kings might have been. Like you mentioned, Luca, their goaltending tandem very well could honestly be the worst in the NHL. I do like their blue line. They have a really solid group of guys who are reliable in each respective zone. But the team will absolutely be relying on their forwards for a lot. And I think the team standings will depend on a few things. One, if Kopitar doesn't suddenly regress below being a first-line center, I mean, not that that necessarily matters because they will have P.L. Dubois to take over on that first line. Quentin Byfield proving he isn't a bust and can actually be a top 6 forward. Luca, I swear to God, we are connected on so many different ways. And 3, their depth being able to hold up for the goaltending and not allow them to face many shots a night. Really don't know what I can expect from this team. I'd expect either they're going to be really good or really terrible. I can't tell where they'll end up being, but right now, obviously, we both do have them being 4th right now. Suns thinks it is the worst in the NHL. Their entire tandem is backups. You know what? Very true, but I would counter with Columbus. Logan says the Kings are trying to win before Kopitar retires. That is very true. Darkness says, I agree with what the Kings are doing with the goaltending. If you don't have that star goaltender, you just have to punt on the position. What they're doing is smart. They finish in 2nd.
Oof.
Okay, Darkness. Logan Hacker thinks Chicago's tandem is the worst.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to
They're
Chicago.
pretty bad.
All right. Suns, exactly. They can't be really good. The ceiling is probably 3rd at best, and that relies on like 1 or 2 teams kind of shit in the bed.
Yeah.
All right, Luca.
You're on the 3rd here?
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, 3rd.
All right, 3rd. I am a lot higher than you. I'm going to go with Calgary. I really think this team's going to be good this year. I don't think you're going to be exceptional, but I think this team's going to be good.
Okay.
I can't say he's going to put up $6 million worth amount of money. I think Jacob Markstrom is going to rebound. I think Jonathan Huberdeau is going to be back in Florida territory here.
Yes.
And I think Matthew Coronado could be, I wouldn't say a Calder pick, but I think could be a sneaky little fantasy pickup. I like Noah Hannafin. I like Mackenzie Weegar. I like this team. My one question is Elias Lindholm staying? And if so, how much are you paying him? Because I think the rumored number out there is just ridiculous, but I guess that's what the market is. And
yeah, what is it, like 8.5 million, something like that?
I heard 9, and I think 9 is absolutely awful. One negative I have to say about Calgary is, what you said. Dustin Wolf should be an NHL goaltender.
Yes, absolutely. Either deal one of their 2 goalies and use Dustin Wolf, or just deal Dustin Wolf.
Agreed. I think they. If I'm Calgary, I'm trading Vladar to one of the goalie needing teams, aka Tampa or Colorado.
Yeah. I think that's completely fair. You know what? I could see Calgary rebounding, but again, like I mentioned, like you mentioned, I think it does depend on Huberdeau having a big rebound, to a degree Markstrom having a rebound, and definitely do the players besides Mikhail Backlund want to stay? How much are you giving them, and when do the extensions come? I definitely think that is something that's going to be looming over Calgary until either the guys are traded, they walk, or they're re-signed.
Yeah, one other thing with Calgary, shout out Igor Sharangovich. Could be pretty good player this year.
Yep. I didn't mention him because I didn't think it was necessarily worth mentioning because of how many teams we have to get through. But yeah, I really liked Igor Sharangovich in New Jersey. I really think he could end up being a solid replacement, not necessarily for Toffoli, but a solid replacement in the type of player that Toffoli was. I like Sharangovich a lot. All right, I was gonna ask who your number 2 is, but then I realized we didn't get to my number 3. You know what? It's gonna be a bit weird. We have these 2 teams flipped exactly. I have Seattle at number 3 in the Pacific Division. Genuinely crazy. Those are the only 2 teams we have flipped so far, by the way. But Seattle, another weird team to predict. Their forwards, I really like. I think Jared McCann and Oliver Bjorkstrand will be able to prove themselves as legit top 6 options. Jared McCann, a legit first-line option. Matt Beniers will be their superstar. Matt Beniers, I think, is going to be incredible. Shane Wright, I believe, is currently in the AHL, so I didn't feel like mentioning him was necessarily worth it right now. Offensive depth overall on the team is quite good. I really like what they have there. And on their blue line, Vince Dunn kind of turned into the defenseman he never could be in St. Louis last year. They have some Pittsburgh rejects. I believe it's Justin Schultz and Brian Dumoulin. They just have a very solid group of players on their team. Maybe could use another top pair defenseman to go with Vince Dunn. but from a couple of sources that I've seen, it seems like Will Borgen could end up fitting onto that role. Uh, in that though, like you mentioned, Luca, yeah, Philip Grubauer and Joey Decord is not necessarily a great tandem. I do think Grubauer might be able to rebound. He didn't have a great year last year at all. I think he might end up being able to have a good year, especially given Seattle made the playoffs last year. They have that experience. I think they will end up making the playoffs this year. Uh, yeah, I don't know what it is about good teams having bad goaltenders. That's foreshadowing for later. That's what me in the That's what we in the business call good story writing. but, but yeah, maybe they could use a Jake Allen. I don't know. I think that'd be kind of funny seeing the St. Louis to Seattle connection once again. Yeah, very hit or miss though for Seattle. If their goaltending plays half decent to good, they're in the playoffs. If they shit the bed, they will miss the playoffs, and it seems like Calgary could end up taking the third seed. We'll see though. Luca, you did sell me a little bit on Calgary, I will admit, but I still am sold more on the Seattle Kraken.
Something I'd like to add with Seattle is I think if they added like one high tier player, I think they would easily be a playoff team. So like this offseason, let's say they joined the DeBrincat sweepstakes and they got DeBrincat, I think they would easily be a playoff team. I just think they need one more high end talent forward on that team,
Yeah,
as well as a
I think that's
goaltender.
fair. I mean, I feel like Shane Wright could still be that. It's just a matter of when does he turn into that high end forward. Definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Long term, they're set. I think if you wanted to win now, though, I think you need one more guy.
yeah. And I would think like if you wanted a superstar, it almost has to be Shane Wright going the other way, right? Like,
Oh
uh,
no, if we're in the DeBrincat discussion again, I would have taken like just a pick and maybe I don't know many of their prospects. I know Ryan Winterton because go Knights go, but
of course.
something along those lines.
Uh,
I
yeah,
wouldn't have.
yeah. I mean, like if we're talking superstars, we're not talking Alex DeBrincat. We're talking
That's
superstar.
fair.
But but no, like if we're talking like I don't know,
A top star.
say a Mark Scheifele in Winnipeg.
Yeah,
Do you somehow pull that trigger and go Shane Wright for Mark Scheifele? I wouldn't, but
if I'm
would
Seattle, no,
Seattle?
not a,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. All right, Sun. We're gonna get some comments. We have a couple comments coming in. Suns. To be fair, Harry, I forgot about Chicago and Columbus. He says no to something. I don't know what that is. Oilers have more star power than Seattle. Obviously, John. Why do you think we neither of us have mentioned them yet? In third, this is a team that a lot of people have in Oilers. Really, Darkness? Really? I think Calgary has a disastrous year and they blow it up come trade deadline. Suns, that would be very funny. I would love the chaos, but we'll see. Of course, John Speed thinks Calgary sucks. Why would what? I don't think there's any bias there whatsoever. And then Luca's responding to that. Suns is putting all his faith in Grubauer. Suns is very based. Suns said no to Calgary in the playoffs. Interesting. Okay. All right. I like some of the differing opinions we're getting in the chat, though. I like this a lot. Now.
As do I.
What's up?
Oh, as do I. I enjoy
W.
the
I love it.
arguments.
Hell yeah. We're gonna have some of those, believe me, later on. I know it. Um, now we're left with two teams, Luca, Vegas and Edmonton. I think it's gonna be very interesting to see how these teams are placed. So,
Yeah.
do you want to give number one or number two first? Because I think it might be fun.
Uh, I will. I'll start with number two. I'm putting Vegas in second.
Okay. All right.
I'll put Vegas in second for.
I might as well just put Edmonton in first right away. By the way.
Yeah, you can put Edmonton
Yeah.
first, and I'll do both, and then you can
All
do
right.
both. So starting with Vegas, Aiden Hill is not going to be playoff Aiden Hill. Simple as that. That's my take. I think the forward core is still great. I don't know how many games Mark Stone's going to play. That's another question. I think Eichel could possibly hit a career high in points. I'll say that. Defense is as solid as ever, but goaltending is a question mark. I think come playoff time they'll roll with Logan Thompson and they'll be good. Aiden Hill is not going to be playoff Aiden Hill, and that contract might start to suck soon. And then if we're doing 1 and 2, Edmonton, I don't know how good this team will become playoffs, but Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl in the regular season is easy money. It's pretty much that. Goaltending is also a question mark for me. Stuart Skinner and Jack Campbell were in the playoffs. I think Jack Campbell will be better. Still not worth the amount of money they're paying him, but better. And I think Connor Brown will be a great fit on the Oilers. And then I wouldn't say Norris. I think that's a bit excessive, but Evan Bouchard, great pick for your fantasy teams. And that's it.
Okay. Some takes there that I can't say I agree with. We'll get to that though. Sun says it's a good prediction that Vegas is in second, and Aiden Hill won't be as good. If you're watching the stream and watching my face, you can tell that I definitely agreed with that. John Speed thinks Nuge will get more points than Eichel this season.
I mean, it's possible. You're playing if he plays with McDavid. Simple as that.
That is very true. He does, and Luca. We somehow are incredibly connected aside from the two teams that we switched. Because I genuinely think Vegas is 2 and Edmonton is 1. Clearly no salt here. I put the false Stanley Cup champions will need to prove themselves to everyone that this isn't just a fluke. They paid Aiden Hill and Ivan Barbashev the cup tax to remain with the team. However, it meant trading off one more reject, this time in Riley Smith over to Pittsburgh. Robin Leonard is still faking an injury, so Aiden Hill and Logan Thompson is your tandem. I'd put, holy shit, a good team with a great tandem. That is not something I expected to see in this division. Hill probably won't be playoff Aiden Hill, but if he can be at least good, then this team should easily cruise into second place. Their blue line is big. It's something that a lot of people were praising them for. It's not something I will. But Theodore and Whitecloud, very solid defensemen. Hagen Martinez, I think, are good top 4 options as well. Forward-wise, they have a very consistent top 6. Jack Eichel has finally decided to show up for a team. Their depth is a little bit weaker than last year, I think, but it still should do the trick to get them easily into the playoffs. And from there, we'll find out eventually. We'll find out eventually. As for the Oilers, I put the Edmonton Oilers. What can I say about you? You're probably the best team in the Pacific Division on paper. How can you fuck this one up? Your ever-rotating doors of wingers you hope can click with Connor McDavid continues with Connor Brown, who played all of 4 games last year and went pointless in them. He has looked good in preseason, though, but that is exactly all it is so far. I'm sure Anton Slepyshev looked very good in preseason with McDavid before his 2 seasons with the Oilers. McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, the Nuge, and the worst of the Kane brothers should prove to be. They're not brothers, by the way. That's a joke. That's not actually legit. Should prove to be a legit, solid top 6. However, like every season for the past 7 years, when the Oilers have been named a cup contender because Connor McRegular season, the depth is shaky like always. There's a little bit of grit. However, I don't believe in the bottom 6. The defense looks incredible. Matthias Ekholm was an incredible addition last year at the deadline. Ken Holland making a very rare good move. Cody Ceci is somehow turning into a legitimate top 4 defenseman. And Evan Bouchard also exists. Darnell Nurse is getting paid $9 million, though, which it wouldn't be a Ken Holland offseason if it weren't him making a terrible move. And last year's offseason move was paying Darnell Nurse $9 million, which could have been spent improving your bottom and helping you be a legitimate Stanley Cup contender. Stuart Skinner should prove to be the starter, but having $5 million in Jack Campbell being a backup continue to prove that the Oilers have zero goddamn idea how to build a Stanley Cup winning team. Yeah. That's what I put about them, Luca. We have these guys in the exact same spots. Again, the division's looking very identical aside from Seattle and Calgary, which I think is very, very fun.
I think we'll start to disagree once we get East.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think the West is more like we're kind of taking safe bets a little bit in the West.
Yeah, we both like Eastern Conference teams. We don't see the West that much.
Yeah, exactly. This might have worked if I somehow was able to find someone who's a Western Conference fan, but I don't think I have any on my channel aside from maybe Jack. But yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter. um, if McDry don't win a cup by the time they're gone, it will go down as the biggest what if in NHL history. Absolutely, Suns. The Kane brothers, I agree. Brown was good in preseason if he stays injury free. Plus, he only makes 100,000. Exactly, John Speed. That is definitely going to be big for the team. Is that, like you said, is that Brown looked good in preseason? If he can stay injury free or relatively healthy in general, it should work. But again, we all thought McDavid was going to be able to carry Anton Slepyshev, so yeah. Cody Ceci top four D man. John Speed, somehow it's legit. Would you rather Cody Ceci or Brett Kulak in your top four? Hey, Tap, how's it going, my good sir? Expect Seattle to regress, bubble team at best. Luca C definitely would agree with you there. Suns, Harry won't have Montreal last. I'm calling it. Suns, we'll see. We'll see, my guy. All right, Luca, you want to go over to the Central Division now?
All right, let's get on to the Central here. Coming in eighth, I have Connor Bedard. I have the Chicago Blackhawks in eighth.
You know what? They might as well just be Connor Bedard.
This season is simple. This season is to see how good Connor Bedard is. I don't expect much from many other players on this team. I'm a fan of Lucas Reichel. I think he'll be solid, and I am also a fan of Philip Kershaw. I think he's extremely underrated, but this team is still going to stink. The goaltending is not good. The defense is not good. You have Nikita Zaitsev still playing. So, yeah, this season is purely the Bedard show.
All right, all right. Firstly, high quality. How's it going, my good sir? Suns follows the famous Western Conference team, the New York Islanders. Suns has Corey Perry scoring 50 and 50.
Nice legend.
Yeah. Yet again, we agree. Chicago. My notes read, quote, Connor Bedard. Sorry, there's other players on your roster than Mr. Hockey? Okay. Your forwards aren't anything special. It's smart to get skilled fast forwards that can try their best to match Bedard's speed. It actually is a very smart move with Taylor Hall and Andres Athanasiou. They also added some grit and veteranosity. Corey Perry, Tyler Johnson. There's probably another guy that I don't remember. But it's there to help protect Bedard and mentor him off the ice. The overall structure right now is very, very weak. Seth Jones leads the blue line. And aside from that, there isn't really anything special. Nikita Zaitsev is still getting paid big-time money from the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm saying Maple Leafs because that's the team that paid him, I'm pretty sure, that contract. Everyone else is kind of just a footnote. In net, it is Peter Mrazek and Victor Soderblom, facing 35 shots a night. Have pace in Chicago. Many of your top prospects are still a year or two away from making the league. Just hold on to Bedard for now. I feel the rebuild lasting a bit longer, especially with the departures of Kane and Taves for next to nothing next year, and of course, getting rid of 22 and 21-year-old Alex DeBrincat and Kirby Dach for some reason. Better get the rebuild on hold, Chicago. Chicago not going to be good this year. If they didn't buy out Bailey, they would have been a cup team SMA. I agree, Suns. Hey, yeah, this is Darkness's division.
Suns, do not mention the name Josh Bailey again. I'm done with him.
So, Luke, I thought you'd be happy. The Suns bought him out of his professional tryout.
Yeah, the Josh Bailey experiment is over. I'll never have to hear from him again.
Let's go.
War is over, Suns. War is over.
The war is indeed over. Luca, who you got number 7? Unless you want to talk about the Blackhawks some more, which, do you really want to talk about the Blackhawks some more?
Oh, not at all. There's nothing else to talk about.
It's just Mr. Hockey, and that's it.
All right. 7th place in the Central. Darkness knows it. And 7th place is the St. Louis Blues. To me, this team is the Islanders of the West. I think this team is mid. This is just mid. Robert Thomas. I like Robert Thomas. I like Jordan Kyrou. I like the young players on this team. It's just there's too many old players on this team. I think the defense is also pretty mid. Colton Parayko has got a terrible contract. Yeah. I think Joel Hofer is going to be solid. I think Jordan Binnington is
Jordan Binnington.
I think. Yeah. That's my take with the Blues. I think Jakob Vrana could be a nice piece for someone to get at the deadline. I think he could put up some solid points, but I don't think this team is going anywhere. I think Craig Berube needs to be fired.
Luca, that is a base take, and I'll tell you why. Because we somehow have the same exact fucking placement once again.
He's
I genuinely don't know what we're cooking, but I love it. For St. Louis, firstly, Enar Tap Armio waived. Gotta love it indeed, absolutely. Darkness even says in 7th is the St. Louis Blues. What Suns asks, what do you mean Islanders of the West, Luca?
I mean mid of the West.
Suns also agrees Bennington is not that guy. Darkness has been bitching at Berube to be fired for months, apparently. Yeah, I for St. Louis, I just put generic rebuilding team. They bought Kevin Hayes on the cheap in the offseason from Philly at 50% retained. We'll probably try to move him at the deadline. What can I really say about this team? It's just so unlikable because of Jordan Binnington. $6 million for a backup goalie. That is absolutely the smartest move that could have been made with Binnington. Defensively, you're not the worst team in the league, but you're also not a good team defensively. Aside from Scott Perunovich, I mean, like you mentioned, what is it? Colton Parayko, Torrey Krug, and that's about it. High quality Binnington should be flipping burgers, I agree. Blue Jackets are more mid, but like Luca C said, Columbus has a bust. I agree. Offensively, you will be solid enough with Kyrou, Thomas, and Vrana trying to lead the way until Jake Neighbors and Dalibor Dvorsky eventually get their shot in the top 6 next season. Bennington spotted looking for Jack Guy to fight, quoted saying, he ain't all that. Enar Tap, you know what? I would love to see Jack Guy end Bennington's career. That would be very funny. I love that I can make that joke because it's Jordan Binnington. Any other player, it's like, yo, dude, don't joke about that. Binnington's like, yeah, no, you can do that. St. Louis is going to miss the playoffs, and it is going to be painful. Get ready for mediocrity, Blues fans. 2019 is taking its toll. It's going to be a painful decade, my friends. Suns says Sorokin with the little like smile like cry face. And Suns has says Arizona below St. Louis. Darkness, I think we're both cooking, by the way. Darkness, sorry, Luca. I mean, what the fuck am I saying?
Are we off to 6th place here?
Yeah, we can go to 6th place. Enar Tab is laughing at the joke I made about Jack Guy. I'd love to see it. All right, who is 6th in the division for you, Luca?
Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this team, I don't know what direction they're going in. I believe this team should have blown it up. I think this. I don't know what Barry Trotz is cooking as of right now. I think the addition of Ryan O'Reilly was meaningless. I think all the free agents they brought in were meaningless. I believe this team should have blown it up. I think Roman Josi is one of the best defensemen in the league. I think UC Saros is talent-wise one of the best goaltenders in the league. And if Nashville wants to do anything this year, he's going to carry the load. However, Nashville does have a secret weapon that I will be getting to later on in this stream.
And I know exactly who the fuck you're talking about too, Luca.
Shush.
Ellie. All right. 5th. Sorry. Yeah, we're just skipping over my 6th place. Let's go to 5th. No, my 6th place team is actually going to be the Winnipeg Jets.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's gonna. I like how reacted like John. Whoa.
Oh, gross.
Winnipeg. For some reason, they put the last team in the. Oh, for the last team alphabetically. The last team alphabetically in the Western Conference. The last team alphabetically in the league. Probably the most boring, honestly. At least the most boring offseason, probably. Lots of rumors over the offseason that your best players wanted to leave. Only for you to do the dumb thing and trade only one of them. That being, of course, PL Dubois that we mentioned going to LA. For kind of some depth guys. Scheifele, Nino Niederreiter, Hellebuck, they're all still here. They're penning UFAs. If this isn't a Thornton and Marlowe 2016 situation, then I can't imagine what else would be. Offensively, it's your same old top 6. It's good enough. There's a rough outline of what a bottom 6 could look like. You got Rasmus Kupari and Mason Appleton and Adam Lowry trying to fit in. Defensively, there's holes all over, like usual. Josh Morrissey will do his best to be the glue of this blue line, while Neil Pionk and Dylan DeMello continue to be overpaid for doing just about nothing. Hellebuck should... What, sorry?
Don't diss Dylan DeMello like that.
Oh, sorry, Ottawa Senators legend. Hellebuck,
Yes, sir.
Hellebuck should be a top 10 goalie this year. Too bad he's not in the market where he can actually win anything in. He's just going to have to wait a year until he joins Dubois in LA or goes to Ottawa to be massively overpaid to be their starter for 4 seasons. Yeah, so I kind of ripped into the Jets a little bit, Luca.
High quality with that Gabe Vilardi pick. I like it.
Oh, yeah, Gabe Vilardi. Yeah, I forgot they got Gabe Vilardi. Ian Tap, yeah, they bought out Wheeler, too. I forgot they bought out Wheeler.
Deserved. He's toxic.
What's up?
Deserved. Blake Wheeler's toxic.
That is very true. But so is Mark Scheifele.
That's true.
Well, actually, no, sorry, no, he's not. He doesn't swear. He can't be toxic. But Fajo comes in and immediately, oh shit. No, Harry, no, really, Nortap, really. Yeah, everybody's shocked that I have the Jets at 6th. Sad Jesse Pollock noises. Thank you, Luca. To be fair, I'd want to leave boring ass Winnipeg. Exactly, Suns. High quality. I do like Gabe Vilardi. I don't know if I see him clicking for Winnipeg, though, honestly. All right, Luca, you want to go into 5th, or you want to discuss
Sure.
Winnipeg a little bit?
Winnipeg's another kind of in the Nashville situation. I don't know what direction they want to go. I think this team has potential this year still, but I believe it's in their best interest to trade off players. I think the hauls you're going to get for Hellebuck and Scheifele are worth more than the first-round exit you're going to get if you make the playoffs.
Do you have Winnipeg in 5th, or is that just you just discussing it really quickly?
That's just my discussion. I don't have Winnipeg 5th. I will tell you, 5th place, I got the Arizona Coyotes.
Okay.
I think this team is going to be much, much different than the usual Arizona Coyotes. I think this team is going to be actually pretty good. I think the forwards are looking pretty nice. I think Karel Vizmelka is great. Always beats the Leafs. Love to see it.
Yes,
Logan Cooley is going to be a revelation in Arizona, and I think Clayton Keller is eternally underrated. If he was on any other team, he would get so much more praise.
Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah. Luca, you're fucking cooking. Absolutely, you're cooking. Firstly, high quality ask, what about Kyle Connor? Kyle Connor is just kind of a guy. He's kind of your generic 40-goal, 80, 90-point scorer. Doesn't really do anything special, but he's a consistently great player. Suns says Winnipeg is hit or miss for me. I have the Jets in a wild card spot, but I could definitely see them going into a downward spiral. Definitely,
yeah,
Suns.
Completely agree, Suns.
I think as well, like, the one thing with Winnipeg I want to mention real quick is that, which, by the way, if I haven't said it enough, I love your Arizona take. I love it. But I genuinely think that with Winnipeg, where they are at the deadline will like most teams, I think, dictate what they do. I do think, though, if they are 5th and behind by like 5 points, they're going to buy. I think anything more than that, if they're 6th in the division or out by like 6 points, they realistically should and probably will at the very least sell Scheifele and Hellebuck and Niederreiter, some of these guys. Winnipeg, just don't expect to recoup that second round pick you got for Nino Niederreiter last offseason. Or you traded away for Nino Niederreiter last offseason. High quality says even more of a pain in the ass for Toronto. Absolutely. Ian Tap, exactly. Velmelka says it all. He's going to be elite soon, if not yet. Keller has 90 plus points this year. Absolutely, Ian Tap. 100%, my guy. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Once again, if a common theme with Coyotes, if they're on any other team in the league, they get so much more praise, but no one talks about the Coyotes. I'm one of them. No one watches Coyotes games. They have some players, man. They're gonna be scary.
Yeah, they will be, absolutely. Like, I everybody makes the typical jokes of like, oh, there's no fans. Oh, take on more dead contracts. But genuinely, they have a plan. They have a plan.
They do.
Take on those dead contracts 2-3 years ago. You get more picks. You get more prospects. by I think 2026, the plan is probably to really be a contender. Next year, I would think get even better. This year, I do think it's a little bit accelerated. I think
Yeah,
of guys like Logan Cooley, who I think has an outside shot
absolutely.
at the Calder like you do. I don't think he's gonna win it, but I definitely think he will get nominated. But yeah, Arizona,
Yeah,
I love what they have going for them. They have a great prospect pool. Big shout out, by the way, before I get into wherever I have them. Shout out JJ fucking Moser, one of the best
for real.
underrated
Underrated,
defensemen in the league.
underrated.
I love JJ Moser.
Um, Another thing with Arizona, we have only praised them. I do need to say one thing. Even with JJ Moser, this team I think does need some more defense prospects.
Yeah.
I think Simashev will be solid. I think they
Mhm.
need a righty. They do need a
Mhm.
righty. I think Maverick Lamoureux is not it, just simply not it. I think going after a guy maybe like Henry Muse would be really good for them.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Okay. Yeah, that's probably a fair thing to point out with Arizona, like you said, is their blue line definitely. Um, Fagio says we can literally do. By the way, I like how we spent the most time on Arizona so far. we're giving them the coverage nobody else will.
For real.
Fagio says, I should turn this channel to an Arizona Coyotes channel. I should do that. Fagio says we can literally do anything this year. There's a chance we could pop up. There's a chance we could tank horribly. There's a chance we're just in the middle again. Fagio, my best bet would be you're probably in the middle. High quality is marking out for Logan Cooley. Sun says sucks they'll be in Houston when their plan comes. Make it Quebec. The thing with Chevy, though, is that if we're 1 to 8 points out or just barely in, he's going to still buy. Probably Fagio. Sun sucks for Arizona fans. All 5 of them. Haha, very funny. All right. That might be the first joke Suns has told that has not landed.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, so 5th in the Central Division for me. I feel like we all know where this is going. 5th for me is Nashville. Yeah, why am I going to the Metro Division? So yeah, for Nashville, I seriously can't tell what direction they're going in. I can't tell if they want to be in a rebuild or if they're trying to make playoffs. They still have their core players with Saros, Yossi, and Ryan O'Reilly. Yeah, the team was kind of bipolar. They pushed hard to get prospects at the draft. Hell, they wanted to trade up to 5th and 6th overall, even going as so far as to apparently offer teams Yaroslav Askarov to move up. Then they decided to bring in Ryan O'Reilly. I mean, I can't say much about the team since it's Nashville and nobody watches their games, but they have some solid young prospects. Not going off the prospects at all, but I like Yakov Trenin and Cody Glass. I have zero clue what this team does offensively, though, besides those guys, especially when they traded out Matt Duchene for next to nothing and got back Alex Galchenyuk only for him to want to suck someone off or suck someone's blood or something like that. And yeah, defensively, they'll be the same Nashville. We play amazing defense gimmick that they've always had. Alexander Carrier, Favreau, McDonough will be a really solid top 4. And in net, Saros and Lankinen should be amazing and meh, respectively. Not too sure on what the potential of this team is. I feel like they either barely get in or it completely falls apart by January. My guess is they're barely out of it, in my opinion. Really not much to mention with Nashville. They're just kind of whatever.
That's fair. I think this team would benefit highly from a tank or a trading up in the draft like last year. I think this team with a high end forward would be great for the team. I think the defense can hold up, but one more real high end talent make this team scary.
Yeah, absolutely. I think adding that one more. Sorry, there's a comment in the chat that I'm laughing at. But you probably know the one. But yeah, yeah, I agree. I think Nashville definitely could benefit more from the rebuild. I think being 7th or 6th in the division and being in the bottom 10 of the league would help them. I think going through that rebuild, trying to maybe build up your offense and again maybe 1 or 2 more defensemen could help them a lot. Sam Dickinson, yes indeed. Like Salty Wing said, they do have intriguing prospects, but the
Oh, I
fact they're
know.
not.
Like,
What's up?
I know about some intriguing prospects. Like I said, you'll hear about one later.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like you both have said, they do have intriguing prospects. Luke is gonna get into one later, in case you guys haven't heard that yet. Um, but yeah, overall, I don't know what they're gonna do. This season, I genuinely don't know what they're gonna do. But I mean, like I said, I think they're barely out of the playoffs. So yeah. Forsberg, yeah, high quality.
Salty gets it.
What's up? Sorry.
Salty gets it.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. High quality. I forgot about Philip Forsberg. I mean, they have another top sixer, but I mean, what else do they have? Yote's 4. I kind of respect it. I have him at 5. Salty Wings. I mean, no guarantees one of us has the Yotes at 4. No guarantee. If I have to guess, Nashville only bought Ryan O'Reilly and Shen to trade them. But high quality, why would you give O'Reilly a 4-year deal then at that point? Like, if you're just going to trade him, that wouldn't, like, Shen makes sense, but why would you sign O'Reilly to a 4-year deal then? And high quality, yes, I will end your bloodline, absolutely. Enor time, exactly. Nashville's vanilla. Like, great defense, no promising offense, though. Nashville in 5th, Suns gets it. All right. I love the talk of prospects in the chat. All right. Luca, you wanna hit up number 4, or you wanna keep talking about fucking Nashville?
You can talk about number 4, but I really don't have much to say about this team that hasn't been said. In 4th, I have the Jets. I think you hit it exactly right nail on the head with this team. I just think even with the concerns with this team, I think they're still better than a few teams in this division. I think even like I really like the Coyotes this year. I still think the Jets have Hellebuck. They still have more proven high-end talent. I think down the road, Arizona is going to blow them out of the water with the amount of talent they have. But I think Winnipeg, like I said, this team is going in wild card 1 and getting blown out in the first round, or they're selling hard at the deadline. No in between.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we both
Yeah,
said it.
Salty once again with W take. Shout out Cole Perfetti.
Yeah,
I hope
absolutely.
he goes off.
I like Cole Perfetti. I do like Cole Perfetti, but he needs to stay healthy first of all. But yeah, I said it. You said it. The Jets are one of those middle of the pack, first round exit teams. Nothing special with them really. Fazio with the weird take. I kind of think Askarov could be a bust. No, that's not gonna happen. Maybe Barry wants the veteran presence of O'Reilly for the kids. That's my only idea. Suns, that's very fair. That would be understandable, but just still weird. They wouldn't go on like a Corey Perry. If there's a guy named Kerry Perry, I would sign him immediately. But why they wouldn't go with like a Corey Perry or something like that, where it's not going to really help your team and instead just good for the locker room. Yeah. Yes, yeah, Salty. I wanted the Jets to use Hanola as well, but yeah, dude just got slapped. All right, I guess we can go on to my number 4 then. I guess.
Let's see it.
Oh, okay, there we go. You weren't talking for a second, so I was worried that we got disconnected. All right,
we're good.
So my number 4, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be surprised by this, but you know what? I am based. I am someone who thinks very big-brainedly, and you know what? The Arizona Coyotes are going to get into a playoff spot this year. They're 4th in the division. Luca, very much like what you said about the team, except what I put first is I am completely sold on Arizona. I really like what this team is building, and they are going to surprise a lot of people. In net, they have a legitimate top 10 goalie in the league. I'm calling it now the next Roberto Luongo, hopefully just with an actual team in front of him. With Karl Vejmelka, great backup with Connor Ingram. I genuinely think he has proven himself as an NHL goaltender. On the blue line, there's not a lot of great. J.J. Moser and a newly acquired Sean Dursey with recent signees, Matt Dumba, and I believe Troy Stetcher was also signed. Could be a pretty decent top 4. Offensively, you got Keller, Schmaltz, Cooley, Dylan Gunther, Lawson Krause, they're really going to be providing the offense with a special shout out as well to last year's Calder snub Matthias Michelli. Their bottom six, like a decent amount of teams, is a little bit weak. More of a defensively minded bottom six, which could actually help them. Given this is probably the weakest division in the league, they could end up playing themselves into a playoff spot, which I would love to see. Call me a full-blown Arizona fan at this point. Arizona, I'm just saying, they're going to surprise a lot of people. I'm sold on their offense this salty. They'll push for a wild card spot. Connor 90 points. Yes, absolutely salty. Ain't no way. Suns does not think the Coyotes are this high. Salty sold on their offense. Carl Vejmelka's inconsistent. The defense fucking stinks. Luca C, the D is sus. It is a little bit sus. Moser's the only one that can play defense, but sometimes that's all you need. Thank God we signed Matthews if Arizona exceed expectations. That is true high quality. They've been testing out Gabe Vilardi on line 1, power play 1. He can also be a sleeper pick for a breakout. Really, Faggio. Interesting. They might be the 2023 Sabres. Salty, that would make sense. Like, barely miss the playoffs, and then next year probably get in. Suns thinks the Oats have 1 to 2 more years to go. That's very fair, Suns. I genuinely think if they don't make the playoffs, they'll, like, barely miss. They're one of those teams that it's massive potential and unfortunately just miss. I hate that Bonus for some reason hates the fuck out of Ehlers, though. I mean, to be fair, who doesn't? Matthias Michelli is so underrated. He should have been on the call list. Exactly, Faggio. I love Matthias Michelli. Love JJ Moser. So, that's what I'm saying. Faggio Vilardi is underrated. Let's go high quality. Hell yeah, we got some agreements in the chat. So, a little bit of a switch up now, Luca. Who do you have at number 3? Unless you want to keep talking about Arizona, I'm down to keep talking about Arizona.
I don't know if I got much else to say about Arizona. I don't not a big staying up till 10 p.m. to watch the Yotes guy.
You know what? That's fair. Me, I got a bad sleep schedule. I fuck with it.
Yeah. Once again, Suns with the common W here. Playoff hockey in Millet Arena would be insane. It'd be so good.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I genuinely didn't even think about that. Playoff hockey in the fucking Mullet Arena, 5,000-seater college arena, genuinely tickets would be sold out in like 20 minutes at most. Shame he has a glass body. Exactly high quality. Vilardi as well, yeah. I completely forgot about Barrett Hayton. Their power play last year, yeah. Barrett Hayton as well. He's another great top 6 option. Arizona's going to surprise a lot of people. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. It will be the loudest arena. Make 2,500 sound like 25,000, swear to God. Shout out Habs in 2021. We'll get there soon enough.
Yeah. Third here. Move on to third.
Mm-hmm.
All right, third, I've got Minnesota.
All right.
Kirill Kaprizov. No, seriously though, I think good forward depth. Jared Spurgeon is extremely underrated. I think Philip Gustafson is good. I think he will take a step back from last year. I think Fleury, I love him as a personality, but I think the decline is going to continue with him. Sadly, I think he might be done at the end of the year, but the depth of this team is great. I also think this is a pretty weak division, and I don't really see how this team really misses the playoffs with a player like Kaprizov in the lineup.
Yeah, that's fair. I agree. I think that while a retool would help them get some good prospects, with how they are right now, yeah, they should absolutely be a first round team at the very most. Get into the playoffs. Probably don't do much noise, unfortunately, but yeah, I think the Wild at third could help. Sorry, my dad is calling me real quick, so I gotta answer the phone.
All right, folks. So, what do we want to talk about in the chat? Hartman 30 goals again.
I think it could happen. Can't wait for Minnesota's inevitable first round exit. I gotta go upstairs, Luca. If you want to talk with the chat or do your second second the rest of your division rankings, you can. I'll be back in like a minute or two though.
Sure.
I'll be right back,
All right,
folks.
folks. I'll do the rest of the division, I guess. You can't have it show up on the sheet, but second, I'm gonna go Colorado. I think, yeah, I think no Landeskog's gonna hurt. I think Duran is gonna pop off. I'm pretty sure that's a common take at this point, but Jonathan Duran is going to be really good this year. I think Johansson might be a bit of a rough acquisition for them. I think Georgiev is still underrated by some people. Um, Makar is Makar, Taze is Taze. That whole blue line is exceptional. I just think possibly little lack of forward depth, but at the same time, you got McKinnon, you got Rantanen. Another great piece is Ross Colton. Great trade. Absolutely great trade for them. I think the contract is gonna look great in a few years. Might need another goalie. I might need another goalie because I'm pretty sure Francouz is hurt, but I don't think it'll be hard to get one. I don't think any Noonan is ready yet. Fagio, thoughts on the Zuck? Hartman, Foligno. Zuccarello is good. Hartman is good. Foligno is I think 4 years is kind of eh. But Zuccarello's solid. He's got great chemistry with Kaprizov. And yeah, I will move on to number one here. I have Dallas in first. I think they're the best team in the West. I like everything about the team. I think they have great depth. I think the defense is questionable. If you have Ryan Suter in the year 23, 24, it's not looking great, but you have Jake Otten there behind you, so you'll be able to get bailed out at times. I think Miro Heiskanen is absolutely exceptional. I think if he put up a bit more, if he put up more points, he would be a fantastic, fantastic Norris pick, but I think players like Makar and Hughes are going to put up more points. So Heiskanen's never going to really get the respect that he deserves, but absolutely hell of a player. And yeah, I mean, they got like Yanni Hakanpää. So, I mean, no brainer here. I think Jason Robertson is going to put up close to 100 points, I could say. I think Rupe Hintz is underrated. I think Pavelski is an ageless wonder. Absolutely great player. Wyatt Johnson, and I don't know if he was up for it, but Calder snub. That guy was a beast. I can't believe Sens fans said we needed him if they wanted to bring it. That's that's kind of how that kind of shows the brain of Sens fans. Yeah. I don't know, ask some questions, guys. I don't really know what else to talk about here. Dallas gonna run away with the division. Yeah, I do agree. I think Colorado's if it's a healthy Colorado team, then they give him a run for their money, but no Landeskog's gonna suck. Johnson 30 goals. Honestly, I could see it. Depends on who he's playing with. I, yeah, flying under the radar, Wyatt Johnson. You guys get it. The guy's a beast. I thought it was a terrible pick at the time. I'm an OHL guy too, so I should know this, but great pick, especially considering the shit show that was the 2022 draft, I believe. Colorado's never healthy. Yeah, that is true. Weird you mentioned Yanni Hakanpää. He seems like that. Nah, Yanni Hakanpää is just a meme. Thomas Harley, interesting player. I'm trying to think. I'm assuming he'll make the team. I think I'm I'm personally a bigger fan of Niels Lundqvist than Harley, but I think he could be solid though. I like the blue lines should be really good. I'm just not a. I think Ryan Suter needs to retire. It wasn't pretty. Oh, Stankoven. I don't know if he's gonna make the team. If he does, absolutely phenomenal player, extremely underrated. But I do not know if he'll make the team. If he doesn't make the team, that man's gonna light up the AHL. And as we're talking about Dallas, because I have time, shout out Antonio Stranges. He played for the greatest team in junior hockey. He scores amazing goals as well. But yeah, Dallas, I think is like absolute like one of the best teams in the league. Gonna win this division. It's not gonna be close. Probably gonna win the conference, I'd say. And yeah. I need more questions, guys. I'm kind of losing shit to talk about. Shout out to the better Matt Murray. Oh, you know it. I mean, like one of them's going to be playing hockey this year. So pretty simple as that. Let's see here. Do I have anything else that I missed? I do not. Players like Ross Colton and Jonathan Jerome will have to step up if the injury bug slams Avs. Yeah, I think both of them will though. I think Duran is going to be extremely good. I believe in the junior hockey chemistry. Conference is a bold take since Edmonton exists. Well, Edmonton doesn't have a Jake Ottinger behind them. They have Stuart Skinner, who I find is kind of overrated by some people. Strangers is from Michigan. Yes, he is. Yeah, just keep checking in questions, guys. Skinner is not that guy for real. I think Edmonton, like for example, if they didn't trade back and got a guy like if they didn't trade back and took Wallstead, oh my God, this team would be in such a different spot. But they had to trade back and take Xavier Bourgault, who's solid. I'll give him that. He's solid, but he's not Wallstead. Wallstead is one of the best goalie prospects in the league. I Yeah, probably honestly probably number one. I'd take him over Wolf. I just don't know if you consider Devin Levi a prospect at this point. Skinner could have a fall off here. Yeah, possible. Wall. Uh, I think he's overrated by Leafs fans, but I think he actually could be decent. Like I think in a few years he could start for the Leafs. And then I'll talk about other goalie prospects. I'm pretty goaltending's my thing. Sogard, great. Calgary at 3, yes. I'm a believer in Calgary this year. I think Huberdeau is going to be really good again. I think Coronado is going to be really good. I think Coronado is going to be a sneaky little Calder pick. Sharangovich going to put up like 60 points. Like I said, the thing I said when we were originally talking about Calgary is if Elias Lindholm stays, how much are you going to pay him? Because if you pay him what's been said, it's going to be a rough contract. I think anything above like 8 for Elias Lindholm is ridiculous. I think he could be overpaid. Thoughts on Archer? I have no idea who that is. Sorry. Trey Wayne Augustine, beauty. Great pickup in Shell as well. Other goalie prospects that we like. I think. I know I'm forgetting one. Shit. If Markstrom plays the way he did last year, I think it's time for the Wolf to howl. Yeah, absolutely. He should be in the NHL. I don't know why they haven't traded Vladar to the Avs already. They have Auction and Shell. No, I think my custom roster has him, and I always take him like the 7th round. um, yeah. Anything over 8 is outrageous for the Flames. I'm sorry. If you think the Flames are worse than the Sharks, then like I don't know what to tell you, sons. San Jose is gonna be so bad.
I
Oh,
got
I think
99
Harold is back.
points and a season prediction stream ain't on.
Oh, there we go. How many points for Caught? Anything over 8 is outrageous. Yes, sons. How many points for Nazem? 72. Also, Nazem Kadri, Knights, legend, and that's how we'll end off my little section.
Nice. How's everybody doing? What have you been talking about, guys?
Yeah, we were doing good. We're just kind of talking about what we talked about. We talked about some goaltending prospects. I
W.
had to talk about some London Knights as
Of
always.
course you did.
Yeah, that's about it.
All right.
And then if you want to put my stuff on the sheet, I have Colorado 2nd and Dallas 1st.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dominic DiVincentis, absolute, gonna be a beast. He stonewalled the Knights on Friday.
Okay. All right. Okay. They have Trey Augustine. Let's go. If Markstrom plays the way he did last year, I think it's time for the Wolf to howl. Absolutely, Fagio. Damn. All right. So, I don't. Is there anything I need to catch up on, or just go into my predictions or whatever?
I mean, if there's stuff you want to hear, like I think Wyatt Johnson is extremely underrated.
Hmm?
I think Jonathan, I think Wyatt John for Dallas, I think Wyatt Johnson is extremely underrated. I think Heiskanen would be a Norris finalist every year if he put up a bit more points instead of guys like Makar and Hughes. But he's not. He's a bit more defensive, so he's never gonna get really get picked. But I think he's exceptional.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like Miro Heiskanen enough. I think Wyatt Johnson is going to be a great Johnston. Sorry, Wyatt Johnston is going to be a really good top six option for the Stars for the future. Shout out Faggio, Thomas Milik. I hate that the Senators, or I hate that the Jets took him and now he's going to be wasted. But yeah, yeah, I
And
like
then
Wyatt Johnson.
and then for my take on the Avs is injuries will hurt, but I think two of the three players that I remember that they brought in, which are Ross Colton and Jonathan Duran, are going to be really good. I just do not like the Johansson edition, but I think Jonathan Duran's going to be really, really good.
Good. That's the way it should be. No, legit though. Yeah, I that's something I 100% agree with as well. My number three is something I believe that yes, I do agree with you. I think it's going to be Minnesota, and basically I kind of listed the same thing you did. Is that just basically Kaprizov is not going to be a prime goal scorer forever, and you might want to do something before he Marian Gabrick's his way out of town within the next 3 seasons. They do have Matt Boldy, Eriksson Ek, Zuccarello. They have some okay grit. The big question mark is Marco Rossi. If he can play much this year and live up to his potential, I think that'll go a long way to helping the Wild be a top 3 team in the division. Defensively, it's the usual Wild. They're not terrible. They're just kind of okay. Spurgeon Brodin have been around forever. Add in some young kids and a Kalen Addison who puts up points, but something the Wild never liked their defensemen doing. Should be a weird mess, but a somewhat defensively competent one. In net, Philip Gustafson is fuck you Cam Talbot. I am an elite goaltender stage of his career, aka the fuck you Ottawa career. He'll be a top 10 goalie this year with the potential last hurrah of Marc-Andre Fleury. First round exit is going to be very disappointing. Gustin will be interesting to see what happens in 3 years when Wallstead is going to be ready for the starter's role, but right now I do have them being a playoff team, and again, spoilers, probably first round exit. Brock Faber as well, Salty Wings. I forgot to mention Brock Faber. Pretty solid.
Agreed.
Sorry?
Agreed. I think Brock Faber is excellent.
Yeah. All right, and then I guess my number 2 is Dallas, which means Colorado is number 1 in the division.
Whoa.
Yeah. Okay, John.
Okay.
Legitimately, for the Dallas Stars, they're going to regress this year. Not hard, but just enough to be second in the division, and I believe it would mean matchup with Minnesota in the first round because it's Minnesota. Jake Ottinger is one of the best goalies in the league, and I feel bad that he really probably won't win a cup for the next decade. On defense is Miro Heiskanen and Thomas Harley. Ryan Suter's getting paid $4 million to basically play bottom pair minutes, or at least that's what he should be playing at this stage. Yanni Hakanpää is still getting paid, period. And aside from that, it's really kind of, I guess, S. Lindell playing good hockey until he walks in 2 years, hopefully. Offensively, they do have interesting prospects, but while they're developing, it's really old man country in Dallas. Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Joe Pavelski, Evgeny Dodonov, Craig Smith, Matt Duchene are all over 30. Some of those guys are even over 35. They're going to fill out a lineup that surrounds Jason Robertson and Rope Hintz, or Rope Hintz, if you will. Should really be his name. It's not terrible on paper, but given how Ben turned to absolute shit in the playoffs, don't expect much from him or the bottom 6 this year. I'd assume playoff team, but aside from obviously beating Minnesota in the first round, I'd guess an easy sweep in the second round, but we'll get to that eventually.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I had to rip into Dallas, despite thinking they are a playoff team. I had to rip in them a little bit, but but yeah. For Colorado, they're in a weird spot. The captain is out for the regular season. They kind of did their best to replace him with production-wise. Like you, I think reuniting Nathan MacKinnon with Jonathan Drouin is going to be the most underrated move of the offseason. I think Drouin is an easy candidate for 50, 60 points if he can stay healthy and play with MacKinnon for the whole year. Hot take could even be 70 points, but again, that's if he stays healthy and can immediately develop chemistry again with MacKinnon. The depth is actually very solid. They added not only Drouin, but another former Hab in Thomas. I do nothing in the playoffs, and I'll be a healthy scratch for you guys, Tatar, to add to the bottom six. Seriously, like, Jonathan Drouin, Tomas Tatar, Arturi Lehkonen, they're turning into the 2021 Canadians. I swear to God. I'm a big fan of the moves that they actually made to help out the forward core. Of course, MacKinnon and Rantanen and Nichushkin and Lehkonen they already have. They do have Cale Makar, Devontae's on the blue line, Bowen Byram, Josh Manson, Samuel Girard, rounding out a very, very stacked blue line, in my opinion. In net, Georgiev and Francouz isn't terrible. It's okay. They did have a first-round exit to Seattle last year, but they are going to be out for vengeance, I think. And they very well might get it, being first in the division. Very solid group that should easily be in the playoffs. Again, not one of the best goaltending tandems, but not terrible by any stretch of the meaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Suns, Bruno fucking with the Avs at 1. All right, sorry, Luca.
No, these last two are interesting.
Okay.
The Dallas one's really throwing me off.
Really? Dallas throwing you off?
Yeah. I have Dallas winning the West. Like, in regular season, winning the West.
I have it being the Oilers, probably. I don't think the Stars have anywhere near the star power of the Oilers, or anywhere near what the Oilers have, aside from maybe a better goaltender. Yeah. That's interesting. That is I like that, though. I like the differentials. Rank the 4 goalie prospects: Askarov, Wallstead, Wolf, and Levi. Levi, Wallstead, Wolf, and Askarov, and then Wolf. I think they're going to be incredible. I think they're going to be all top 10 goalies in the league one day. But yeah, I love all 4 of them. With the exception probably being Devin Levi, because he's in my division, so I kind of can't. But yeah, I think they're all going to be amazing. Same as you, but would switch Wolf and Levi, really, Fazio. Ben got popcorn spilled on him in preseason. W to that fan. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. High Quality really agrees with me on one thing. I don't know if it's Dallas or Colorado or what, but he agrees with me on something. Yeah, probably. I'd probably actually, yeah. All right. I don't know if you want to talk about this a little more or get right into the Metro. Sorry?
Suns. Just Suns.
I love popcorn.
Popcorn.
Thank you, Peter. Peter Mullen, reach out to me. We want you on the fucking podcast. God damn it.
Yes, we do.
Yes, High Quality. The Edmonton. Yes, I agree. The Edmonton will win the Western Conference. Sorry, the Edmonton will win the Western.
They will not.
I think they will. I don't know. I think people are overrating the Dallas Stars. I don't know. I don't like the Stars, first of all. There's no bias in there, though. But, yeah, just, I don't see what a lot of other people see in them. I don't think they're going to be that great.
Deadpool. Okay.
The Ottawa
okay. I'm a Sens fan.
The Ottawa Senators are Canada's team. I mean, Deadpool, we're not talking about the Ottawa Senators right now. They're irrelevant.
Not yet.
They're literally irrelevant right now. Give it like half an hour and they will be, but right now they are literally irrelevant.
Listen, Deadpool, you have a Sens fan on here. I will speak the good on the Ottawa Senators, but I will also be realistic. We'll see.
I will be realistic with 3rd in the division. Nah.
We'll see.
All
right. Let's move on to the Metro.
Yeah, probably the most boring division.
Yeah, I feel like this one's pretty predictable. Coming in last, I have the Philadelphia Flyers.
Nah. Rasmus Land's gonna lead him to a cup, my guy.
Yeah, this team it's tanking, but they're bad, but it's the good bad. It's not like before where they had expectations and they were just ended up being bad. They know what they are. They know that they're a team that could benefit from some Macklin Celebrini.
Or in other words, you could say they
Um,
are who we thought they were.
that too. I mean, they still have some solid players, like Salty says. Morgan Frost is good. Travis Konechny should be traded. Joel Farabee hopefully can rebound to form. Um, Trying to think who else. Rasmus Ristolainen is just Rasmus Ristolainen. If Carter
Yeah.
Hart, if Carter Hart is, how do we put this? Not in jail. Could be pretty. Could hopefully be decent. Could hopefully be decent. And this team will be good once Matvey Michkov gets to the States. And one last thing on Philly, the most important part of this team, Oliver Bonk. Thank you very much.
God damn it! I should have fucking known you were gonna. Okay. Well, you know what? I think it's really no big surprise that I also have Philadelphia in last place. Yeah, basically, I kind of agree with you. I opened my notes with, "Oh boy, here we go, the worst team in hockey." So, I think that tells you all that needs to be said. Offensively, it's Couturier and Konechny. I'm probably underrating Morgan Frost a bit. I genuinely don't think he's above a second line forward right now. Yeah, the rest of the lineup. As I put the rest of the league up, you guys can tell I did these notes at 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, just does gritty things. I mean, they have fucking Nick Delorier for 4 years at $1 million on a no move clause. I feel really bad for Owen Tippett. I like Owen Tippett a lot. Yeah. Defensively, Sanheim and Ristolainen continue to be some of the worst defensemen in the NHL today. Cam York has a lot of pressure on him as well to be better than Cole Caulfield, which literally cannot happen. Mark Stahl and Nick Seeler will somehow get NHL bottom pair minutes in 2023. Carter Hart is someone else I feel bad for, considering he can be a great goalie. That's definitely not going to age well. But forced to play... I totally didn't word it like that on purpose. But forced to play in Philadelphia for yet another season while Felix Sandstrom tries to play in some sort of manner at all, while Kyle Peterson is fucking buried in the AHL. Yeah, Carter Hart is a goaltender, and yeah, Philadelphia is going to be god awful.
Let's just end it there before we say too much.
Basically, yeah. All I'm saying is Carter Hart did nothing wrong. Legally right now. Legal, technically until he's proven to be involved, he's done nothing wrong.
All right.
Yeah, no, we're gonna stop before I get you canceled. Yeah. No. Trade Konechny. I agree, Salty Wings. Lehigh Valley Phantoms, basically. Excuse you. Lehigh Valley Flyers, excuse you. Danny Briere has been pretty good. At making his team shit. Okay, thank you, iQuality. You had us in the first half, I'll admit that. Or you had me in the first half. I don't know about Luca. York is solid. Yeah, if Hart doesn't get sent to Shandong, lock him up. Philly does have one of the prospect pools in the league, exactly. Bonk. Thank you, guys. Bonk. Torts better not ruin Michkov and or Celebrini. He will. Don't worry. Well, actually, Salty, bold of you to assume Tortorella's still going to be here in 3 years when Matvey Michkov comes over. Or they could draft Demidov. That is very true. He won't because exactly, Fazio. The NHL is better when Philly is good. It kind of Salty, kind of a little bit. I mean, like, it's weird to me. It feels like I agree with the Bar Down boys from a couple years ago. The NHL feels better when most of the original six are good. Like when Montreal is good, the league is doing good. It feels like. Now, whether that's just because, oh, hey, Montreal's doing good, I'm happy, or genuinely it is better, but it feels like that.
Yeah, I'm a Sens fan, and I agree with that.
Yeah, Randy coming in with the bonk. Fun. Sorry?
Bonk.
Bonk, yeah.
I'm a Sens fan, and I agree. The league is better when Montreal's good.
Yeah. Now, rather, the Sens are good as well, you know. Weirdly enough, that kind of has seemed to be the case in the last, 15, 20 years. If Montreal's good, Ottawa's also good, so... Maybe, Luca, you might want to be a partial Habs fan. So, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you for Claude Giroux, Philly. Deadpool, I didn't realize that you were the team that Philly traded Giroux to and not Florida. Like 2010 Philly. Fuck up. Yeah. Fuck you, Salty. Fuck you for mentioning the 2010 Flyers, you bitch. Who's the Flyers goalie that's in Russian prison for some reason?
Oh, jeez.
Because I was gonna say he could take over when Carter Hart's in jail, but if they're both in jail, I don't know.
Carson Bjarnason could be good.
Could
Yeah, Carson
maybe.
Bjarnason. Like Faz just said, Carson Bjarnason's solid.
Yeah, all right. I haven't heard much about him. Though.
He was like near the beginning of the year. I'm pretty sure he was was almost the first goalie taken.
Holy shit!
But
Okay.
he kind of fell off in the middle of the year.
Ooh.
We've been going for an hour and a half. We should probably do this a bit quicker. So 7th place in the Metro. I'm gonna go with the Blue Jackets.
I thought you were gonna say the Capitals and fuck me up, but
Nah, I'm gonna go with the Blue Jackets. I think this team is gonna be better than last year. I know nothing about the coaching, so I don't really have much to say about
Pascal
that.
Vincent.
Pascal Vincent is a guy. I think the goaltending is extremely suspect. I think trading for Ivan Provorov is a mistake, especially considering I'm pretty sure you traded for him just for Babcock and he's gone already. But bright spots on this team, Adam Fantilli is going to be solid. Patrick Laine can hopefully be like Winnipeg Patrick Laine again, and then I have to mention him because he's one of my favorite players because he played for London Knights. Shout out Adam Boquist. Please be good.
Yes, based. Yes, Queen, slay. I want to fucking kill myself.
Jeez.
All right, 7. I said I want to kill myself for saying that. Not like in general, like for saying that. YouTube, don't take down the video. It's a joke. I haven't had suicidal thoughts in like 45 years, but I think that about describes Columbus fans right there. Is I want to commit Sudoku. Mike Babcock, you are unemployed. Sons, Harry, never say slay again. I agree. I wonder if Jordan Dumais plays. Would be interesting. Wolverine, I still hate seeing Johnny Gaudreau in that Blue Jackets jersey as well, my guy. I came here to win hockey games. Totally not saying yes, sir, Fazio. Okay, Taylor Hall signing with Buffalo. I have Columbus in 6th above Philly and Washington. Sons, that is... I think you've lost the plot. Yeah, I put Columbus is going to be trash. I don't think there's any other expectations for this team. They fired their head coach before the season even started because who would have thought Mike Babcock is a useless dinosaur who can't even coach a winning team properly. Forward-wise, I actually do like Gaudreau, Laine, Kent Johnson, Adam Fantilli, Kirill Marchenko should make a great top 6. But the offense itself runs extremely thin afterwards. This is a team that has not much promise for both currently and for the future, especially when they rushed Cole Sillinger out of the draft, and now he's in the AHL. Defensively, if Zach Werenski can stay healthy, he'll be their best defenseman all year. I mean, what else is there? Like Adam Boquist. They bought Damon Severson and Ivan Provorov, who make $11 million to be middle-of-the-pack defensemen. And in net, oh God, where do we start? It's, Elvis Merzlikins, Daniil Tarasov, I think, is hurt to start the year. So Spencer Martin is their backup. Columbus is bottom of the division, but just not the worst team in the division. That's obviously going to be Philadelphia. It's going to be very close, though. It's going to be very close. But, yeah, Columbus is going to be dog water.
I think they'll be dog water. I do not think they will be a good hockey team, though.
Yeah, they'll probably be very mediocre.
Shout out to Eric Branson, 4x3.
God, I fucking hate that. Babcock just wants to know your camera roll. That is very true, sons. I want to play closer to home. Goes to Wolverine. He thought he was signing with Columbus, New York. I think you can't fault him for that. Look up Columbus, New York, by the way, boys. It is a genuine, real location. Mike Babcock said Toronto. What's up? Mike Babcock set Toronto back 4 years for the shit he committed. Yes, he did high quality. It is technically closer to home than Calgary, Fajo. That is very true. It is. All right, Luca, let's stop dicking around. Who's your sixth team in the division, and why is it the Capitals?
It is the Capitals. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Capitals here. I don't really know much about this team, to be honest. I think that Ovi is Ovi. It's simple as that. I think that
It is as simple as that.
Kuznetsov's kind of just there at this point. I think he's overrated. I think he's almost I'm not a big Kuznetsov guy. I think that this team relies a lot on the defense, at least on John Carlson, and he needs to stay healthy. And that's a question mark at this point. And I know you like him, but Darcy Kemper is not that good anymore, man. I don't see it. I just don't see it, and I don't see the Washington Capitals in a playoff spot anytime soon.
Luca, as much as I like to agree with you, I do. I think the Capitals are probably the sixth place team in the division. Thoughts on the Tom Wilson contract? Wolverine, it's gonna age like milk. It's gonna age like milk that's been dunked in gasoline, lit ablaze, somehow preserved, and then put out into the sun for a month straight, and then you drank that milk. That's what's up.
Yeah. My thoughts on the Tom Wilson contract are quite simple. I'm going to give a quote from the great old man, Lou Lamoriello.
Oh.
It's too long and too much money.
Yes, sir! What an analogy, Harry. Thank you, sons. My first analogy on this stream ever, I'm sure. Luca does get it, sons. Unfortunately, this is one thing I do have to agree with him on. Marichenko. That is going to be interesting to see how Ivan Marichenko plays when he gets into the lineup. Salty,
is underrated.
Is that Ryan or Dylan in Washington?
Dylan.
Dylan. Yeah, I like Dylan Strome.
He's underrated.
Good third line center. I like him. Lou didn't know where he was when he said that. Also, Lou signed Pierre Engvall for 7 years. To be fair, that's a contract that's too long, but not too much money. Yeah, Washington, I put mediocrity defined. Not terrible enough for a good draft pick, but not good enough to be an actual threat. Ovechkin will score at least 40 goals, maybe 50 if he's lucky. The rest of the team just kind of stands around with their fingers in their ass. Offensively, there's Kuznetsov and Wilson, who are top 6 options, even if they should have dealt Kuznetsov 3 years ago. If Backstrom can get back to health, that could go a long way to help the team be at least a little bit better. If Mantha can be solid, that'll help as well. The bottom 6 has some young kids and really solid Sonny Milano. I think Milano is a very good middle 6 option. Really big fan of Sonny Milano. Should help out at least a little bit. Defensively, you know what? I do like what I see. John Carlson is very, very good. I really like Rasmus Sandin, and I think he's going to get a big opportunity to really help out in that top 4. Martin Fehervary, I really like his defensive ability. Joel Edmondson's going to cross-check people from behind, which, you know what, Ovechkin would approve of. In net, you have should-be top 10 goalie in the league, Darcy Kemper, being backed up by 5-game wonder Charlie Lindgren. Genuinely, look up those 5 games in St. Louis. Dude was a fucking phenom. I like the tandem. They just need to find consistency and hope the team in front of them can be at least half decent. I want Darcy Kemper to be a top 10 goalie in the league. Come on, Capitals, make it fucking happen, please. Washington, please. This team is freaking weird though. Just get Salty. Just get Ovi close to Gretzky. Exactly. Because that's off getting traded, probably. Fuck you talking about Darcy Kemper, sons? Fuck you saying about Darcy Kemper? Y'all forgetting about Max Pacioretty. He's gonna be good for 5 games. Exactly, Fazio. Base. Fuck you saying, Luca? I won't be on the fucking live stream. Dubas sucks. Why did you give up on Sandin? Salty. Yes.
Because Rasmus Sandin did play in the Ottawa Senators. You know that.
Yes, sir. All right, Luca. Who is 5th in the division, and why is it somehow the Pittsburgh Penguins?
Coming in 5th, I have Ilya Sorokin.
Wow.
Yeah. Sons, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, this team is It's the standard Islanders team. I think Bo Horvat will be better though. I do think that he will be better than his subpar first couple months with the Islanders. I think Matt Barzal is going to be solid. I don't think he's going to be, you know, I don't know how much they're paying him, but he'll be solid. He'll be the standard Matt Barzal. I
Barzal, I think
think
it's
the
like 7
defense
mil.
is that's great. That's solid. I think the defense will be standard, great defense. I think Sorokin is
Great.
one of if not the best goalie in the league. I just
Oh, it's
I don't
9
know,
mil
man.
for Barzal.
It's the standard Islanders team. I think they need a bit more offense. I don't know if he's making the team, but a guy like Dufour could go a long way playing, getting some youth into that lineup. And yeah, one shout out to a prospect because he plays for London Knights. Shout out Isaiah George because he's gonna be a solid
Based.
defenseman in this league.
Based. Isaiah George will make the top 4 eventually.
Matthew Maggio, salty with a W pick. Maggio's a beauty. I can't believe I'm saying that. He plays for Windsor, but he's gonna be solid.
Maggio. You know, I hope he gets in so I can say, Faggio, how's your brother doing when he makes the league? Brock Nelson had 70 points last year? What the fuck? The Faggio base take. Patrick's gonna return, put up 5 goals in 5 games, then tears fucking Achilles and retire. George plays like a regular Isles D-man. Okay, so he plays like Alexander Romanov.
Nah, Isaiah George is just pure skater. His skating is exceptional. It's
Damn.
so fun to watch him skate around. It's great.
Well, you know what? Kirby Doc better. I only say that because we traded the pick that became Isaiah George in the Doc deal.
That's fair.
All right, shocker, Luca. Number 5, I have Ilya Sorokin. You can't fucking make this up. I swear to God, Luca, you can't make this up. And what did you say about them to start, by the way?
Standard Islanders team.
No, like when you first talked about them, what did you say?
I don't know, probably mid.
You want to guess what I put to start?
Mid.
Holy fuck, is this team mid? I mean, seriously, just the definition of the word mid. Probably ends the season 16th or 18th, around 16th or 18th in the league. Middle of the pack, not good enough for playoffs, not shit enough for a good pick. And that is Ilya Sorokin, easily the best goalie in the NHL right now, along with old man Simeon Varlamov backing him up. Good tandem. Defensively, it's a mixed bag. You got Pulak and Pelech as a damn good top pair. Noah Dobson's going to be a great offensive defenseman. But then you get Scott Mayfield, Alex Romanov, and Sebastian Aho making up your bottom 3 defensemen. When your 4th best D-man is Scott Mayfield, your team is kind of trash. Offensively, it's also kind of a mixed bag, like a fairly decent amount of teams. You're able to produce top 6 with the addition of Bo Horvat last year, with probably bringing back Zach Parise whenever he's ready to come back. Matt Barzal, of course. You also got Josh Bailey, or Brock Nelson, somehow again put up 70 points last year, apparently. With having roughly, though, one future NHL prospect after trading away Atu Ratu, this team needs a rebuild, especially if they're stuck with Cal Clutterbuck, Matt Martin, and Ross Johnston playing on their 4th line, while Hudson Fasching probably gets stuck in the NHL for another year. If they want a chance at playoffs, expect a back-breaking season for the best goalie in the NHL, Ilya Sorokin. I will also murder you. Sons, I'm sorry. My brother gonna make it big, says Faggio. How about the better Aho? I agree, Faggio. Ross Johnson is not playing. Why is he on the NHL roster then, motherfucker? The only thing I thank Scott Mayfield for was making Tampa's main trade deadline. What? High quality how? He sits oof.
Oof.
I just want to point out how identical our Metro division are, despite us saying that the East was going to be more unpredictable.
I really hope we don't have the same thing.
I hope we do, just because that'd be fucking hilarious. So
I think it is going to be the same.
All right, who is 4th and why is it somehow Pittsburgh?
Bro. Coming in 4th, I have Kyle Dubas as Pittsburgh Penguins. All right. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh I have in wild card spot 1. I think this is going to be a playoff team. I think Sidney Crosby is going to be point per game. as always. I think Jake Gensel will also be over a point per game once he comes back from his injury. I think they might start the year slow due to Gensel's injury. I think I am an Erik Karlsson fan. I am a Sens fan. I love Erik Karlsson. He is not going to be 101 point Erik Karlsson, and I'll tell you why. So with him on San Jose in the beginning, he had Brent Burns. He was mid. As soon as they trade Burns, and he's the only good defenseman there, 101 points.
Mm-hmm.
Erik Karlsson is going to a team with Chris Letang on it. Pierre Olivier Joseph is also a good offensive D man. Erik Karlsson is not putting up. I don't even think he's gonna be point per game. He's still gonna be good, but I think the team's still gonna be making the playoff. But it's gonna be close. I do not believe in Tristan Jarry at all, but I think the high end talent will drag them to the playoffs, and we'll see where it goes. 80-ish points. I'm assuming you're talking about Karlsson. I'll say ooh, I don't know, like 74, 75. Like he'll be close. He's not putting up 100 or anything close to that. I don't think.
Okay. Damn. Firstly, he Trouba Janot. Shout out Scott Mayfield. You know what? I love you, Scott Mayfield. Biz was right when he came to the Rangers. Well, we'll see about that, Suns. We'll see. Sporty, spitting facts. Pierre Engvall, best contract in the league. Fuck you, Fazio. Someone edit Harry's laughing to a car starting. EK doesn't hit. Letang doesn't hit. They still have Jari. They miss. Oof. Wolverine, exactly. The only reason Karlsson got 101 points last year is because the Sharks were basically his team. He was the only guy they could pass to. They claim Jansen Harkins, so they better do good with him.
I mean, they also have Colin White, so like, let's go Penguins. I'm not saying let's go Penguins. I feel gross.
You just did, motherfucker. Congratulations, you played yourself.
I regret everything.
All right, fourth in the division for me is the New York Rangers.
All right, it's a difference.
What's up?
It's at least different.
Yes, it is. It's a little bit different finally. You know what? Sorry?
Is it Rangers in Wild Card 1 or did they miss?
Yes, it is Wild Card 1.
Wild Card 1, okay.
I love what Biz cooked that they're going to miss. I'd love if that happened because fuck the New York Rangers. But being realistic, the Rangers are a really baffling team. They have a few decent prospects, but most of what they have on the roster doesn't look promising. Lafreniere and Kakko are, of course, who I'm talking about, playing third-line minutes probably on the quote-unquote kid line. It really should be called the dick line because, quite frankly, who the fuck cares about the third line on the New York Rangers? They have $3.6 million being wasted. That didn't work, but fuck, I'm going to act like it did. They have $3.6 million being wasted on Barclay Goodrow, who's playing on the fourth line. Great cap management as well to then bring in Blake Wheeler, famous cancer, for a probable top 6 role, but is he worth playing over literal first overall pick Alexis Lafreniere? Aside from that, they can score goals, I guess. I mean, they have Chris Kreider, who they're going to have to hope doesn't look like an overpay and can actually score empty netters again. Panarin is fucking bald. He looks like iDubbbz. And yeah, defensively, I mean, they look all right. Fox and Miller are going to be damn good and quite solid, respectively. The rest of it looks fucking terrible. Jacob Trouba as their captain is an insult to Mika Zibanejad. He just headshots people. Ryan Lindgren's good, but you get Eric Gustafsson for a 6th defenseman role, and he's probably not even going to be playing power play time because of the amount of offensive players that they have. The Rangers are going to be a wildcard team, and I guarantee they are probably out in the first round this year. And in net, they have old man Jonathan Quick as one of the worst backups in the league to incoming 70-game season Igor Shesterkin. I swear, I've never seen a goalie more overhyped for having a solid team in front of him and therefore putting up good stats.
Martin Brodeur.
Current day, I should say. Current day.
Okay, yeah, you win.
Yeah. Mischance the midline. Sporty, I didn't want to go with the generic typical line. I didn't want to go with the typical generic midline. I want to try and come up with some creative. Rangers are goofy, salty, I agree. Luca, you got any thoughts on the Rangers? You want to save that for when you get to them, which is probably
I'll
number
save that
3.
for when I'm going.
All right. They're going to miss. They lost like almost all their stars. Their depth is crazy mid. Okay, Paul Bissonnette. Great point about Wheeler. Thank you, Wolverine. Miller is a dog. Let him cook. I like Andre Miller. Sporty, I gave a quick mention to Miller. He's quite solid. Alex Lafreniere, overrated. He's gumma suck again. Fuck the fuck you saying about Lex Lafreniere, motherfucker? Fuck you saying about Lex Lafreniere? What the fuck? Fuck was that? Okay. Fuck you saying about Lex Lafreniere? Motherfucker? Fuck you saying about Lex Lafreniere? This is still sealed, by the way. I can't hear you, Luca. So if you're talking, I'm sorry.
No,
yeah.
I'm not
I was fuck. I hope I. Okay, good. End stream. I'm really banking on this being worth money, and that Lafreniere actually pans out. Because if not, that's gonna. That's just gonna be a relic of. Remember when Alexis Lafreniere was seen as a good prospect?
Tough bounce.
Oh, Mario. I don't know, Mario. Fucking cancer. Hey, Anzi, how's it going, man? Jack goes in with the soap emoji. I like Igor, though. I think he fucking carries the team. Maybe. Luca, who do you got at number 3 now?
The Rangers.
Oh, wow. Who would have thought?
Yeah, I got the Rangers in 3rd. Igor carry job. I think Capocacco is actually going to play well this year. However, Lafreniere, trade him. Trade him now, please. But I like some of the forwards. I like Philip Hedl. Even though terrible trade, I like Miguel Zibanejad.
Yes.
Panarin is going to not be Panarin, but he's still going to be point per game.
Well, yeah, because he's fucking bald.
Yes. Yes, salty. I can see that. Trade Laugh to a team that actually develop him. Exactly.
Montreal.
Yeah. Other Rangers things. I hear them hyping up Will Cooley. No, he mid. He wasn't even that good in the OHL.
Based.
Defense. Adam Fox is going to continue to be a Norris snub. He's going to be good, but I don't think he'll win this year. Lindgren is solid. Miller's solid. Jonathan Quick, god awful. I'm sorry. You're washed, man. Is Othman gonna play? No, he's not. He got sent down.
Based Faggio. Brendan Othman is mid. I couldn't agree more.
He was diving in the OHL playoffs. Othman's going to Hartford. He's not going back to Peterborough though.
Oh, he's going to Hartford. Oh, why did they send him to Carolina?
I don't know.
I love you immediately caught that. Thank you.
I did.
This is what I show up to, Harry. Well, NCA, it's for monetary value, so you could argue that I am a capitalist because I am. But this is suddenly gonna get very political now. But yeah. Sorry, Luke, I interrupted you. What were you saying?
No, I'm good. I got nothing else to say.
Oh, okay, perfect. Communist. I can't say that, sons.
How bad was Quick? Didn't even watch him. I have a few Rangers fans that follow me on Twitter. They just said he's ass. Like, I don't, not really shocked by it. I mean, Jonathan Quick
is like
didn't
38.
play. He's like 30. Yeah, he's old. I figured he would have played at some point for Vegas, considering the revolving door of goaltenders in the playoffs, and they didn't even want to play him. So
yeah. I mean, to be fair, he had like 2 good games when he first came to Vegas, and then just kind of sucked ass afterwards.
But yeah, I think as Harry said when he's talking about the Rangers, Igor's gonna play 70 games. Like it's gonna be ridiculous.
Suns coming in with Jonathan Slow. You know what, Suns? I think it's time that blue wrench comes off of your profile.
Quick makes Halak look like a saint, for real.
Dude, he does. Like, why the fuck wouldn't they just bring back Yarrow Halak? Where is Halak even signed?
No.
Rangers. Like, yeah, Salty. Like, he does have 3 rings, and he can provide the veteranosity, but like, that's your fucking backup. This is your backup, who's supposed to play 20 games at least. And it's like, Darkness, no way you're saying Quick is good for a backup. No way you are saying. The dude, like Lucas said, wasn't even played in the goddamn playoffs for the Knights. Like, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. Here's the thing. He would have been 3rd string in fucking Columbus.
Blue Jackets legend, Jonathan Quick. Never forget.
I agree.
Tyrus number.
Exactly. Quick is good for the AHL. Exactly, Sons. If Quick's in the AHL, he's a good starter. In the NHL, he's a god awful backup. Yeah, a bunch of people saying Laugh needs to be sent to Montreal. Trade Laugh to a team that can develop him. Yeah, I agree. I mean, dude, how crazy is it that for a first overall pick, if Lafreniere ever gets traded, he's probably going for like a second and a prospect.
Yeah, probably.
Like, oh, first overall, what would that be worth? Oh, like 3 first-round picks, something else. Not a second and a prospect.
No. Didn't you see the mock trade? It's a first, a second, Jake Evans.
Yes! Dude, it's like, Jesus Christ. The fact that that's like the most realistic trade offer that I've seen for Lafreniere too is like, oh my fucking god.
You know, I'm not a Habs fan. I would do Lafreniere for Meshar. Meshar wasn't that good.
I like Philip Mazar. I feel like him being Slavkovsky's friend is good for the team. I think it's good having that. And even if he only pans out into a third line role, I think it's worth keeping Philip Mazar. Honestly.
For the chemistry, it's worth it, I'd say.
Yes, absolutely. Even though they're probably on different lines by the time they both pan out.
I'm not a Habs fan. Laugh for Beck, absolutely not.
Yeah, Lafreniere for Beck, no. I think, even though funny enough, I also think Beck could only work in a third line role. He has top 6 potential. I really like Owen Beck from what I've seen of him. I think Beck can work. Harry, can you live stream for power rankings or some cheese with Luca? I don't watch enough of like around the league NHL to do power rankings, unfortunately.
I'm kind of the same way, but if people want us together to stream stuff, I'm down. Just gotta figure out an actual good topic to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'd even be down to get you on like a video for 25 Days of Harry if we could somehow work that
I'm
around.
down.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do power rankings. I just think that there are certain teams that would be near the bottom when they maybe don't deserve it just because we haven't watched any games.
Like for example, say Anaheim. If they're actually playing well, they're just losing like 3-2, 2-1. We might rank them lower than they should be because obviously it's Anaheim. They're doing bad. So like yeah. We're gonna leave the power rankings to the expert like Shannon. We'll do other stuff like ranking power, ranking Owen Power. That's what we'll do. We'll power rank Owen Power.
Yes.
That would be funny in like 15 years when he retires, power ranking Owen Power's seasons. That's an idea right there. Sporty, we love you. Says the clown who thinks fucking Darkness. God damn, fucking chill, my guy. Says the clown who thinks fucking Montembeau was good. Well, I'll tell you one thing. He's better than both of the Blues goalies combined. Yeah. Yeah. No way the Pittsburgh geriatrics win first. Sorry, there's a couple comments I gotta catch up to. Never mind, we're actually all caught up. Send Laugh to the KHL. Okay. Copley saved LA's ass. Yes, he did high quality. Hopefully, LA's really hoping he can play up to that level. Lafreniere with Caulfield. Would you trade Laffy for Mazar? No. Laugh for Becca? No. Laugh with Caulfield? Salty? If Lafreniere can play the right side, I would do that, maybe. Habs fans saying, oh god, if we should, dude, trade Jack-Eye for fucking Lafreniere. God, no. I don't care if Lafreniere turns out to be a decent second liner. Jack-Eye's worth more. I agree, Harry Laffy. This is the only acceptable time you will hear, yeah, this Arbor Jack-Eye is better than a first overall pick. But yeah, Laffy won't be above a middle 6 player exactly in our tap. That's a part of the reason I think we took Uri Pekarik is because of his connection to Dvorsky. Exactly, Darkness. I think teams are realizing that having a player and having their friend or a guy who could click well with them gives good chemistry and also gives off good vibes in the locker room and helps a lot. Do it, please. Salty, I'd love to, man. I got ESPN Plus. Yeah, you do. We don't. What are you, Lou? What are you, Lou, keeping players on a team because they're friends with each other, Varley and Sorokin? Thank you, Sons. I'm gonna have to correct that to English to understand what you mean. But Harry, is the HHSL guy back? Yes, Faggio, absolutely. I've just spent the past like 2-3 months like regaining all the HHSL knowledge. So for the 25 Days of Harry, probably yes, HHSL guy will be back. This way you
Can't
get
wait for Hatred Soga in the London sense.
Yes, sir. I gotta do one on this year's fucking Jersey Devils first. Holy shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, power rank Owen, exactly, Salty. This is why you get a fan of a Western Conference team to help out. Exactly, Darkness, yeah. You know what? That could actually work. Me and Luca doing like the East and then getting Salty for the West. Power rankings could maybe work in that regard. Could maybe. Peleric was a dog in the U18s. Hey, you should talk hockey with Salty Wings. That's what the podcast is for. Luca, were you saying on God to that? Talk hockey with Peter Mullen?
Oh god, yeah.
Of fucking course you were. You know what? Hey, guys, reach out to Peter Mullen. What the fuck's his YouTube again? Crunchy Cookie. He uploaded a video today. Yes, I got the notification. Fuck me. I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. It's like Crunchy Cookie 07 Sporty can put it in. Link it in chat. If I can find it, then I will.
Shout out to Peter Mullen. He loves popcorn.
Do I love popcorn? What, Crunchy?
He also doesn't like. He also hates Ovechkin.
He does, yeah. So yeah, boys. If you guys could go, and if I can get the stream loaded up, yes I can. Oh, that thumbnail looks clean. Yeah, if you guys could go, spam. No, not spam, but just go comment on Peter Mullen, like his videos or whatever. Go put that. Harry Rice would love to have you on the podcast, or like Harry Rice sent me here. Just do something like that because we want Peter Mullen on the podcast. Exactly, Sporty. Jack Eye fires wrist shots, by the way, through the net while Laugh misses the net. Exactly, Sporty. As much as I love Laughy, just know if we trade Jack Eye Fire, I'm going to switch to being Leafs fan. Exactly, and say, hey guys, this is Peter Mullen. Favorite player outside of the Habs? Faggio. Probably Daniel Sprong. Honestly, it's probably Daniel Sprong. Because Spray Kapanen has heard him. Yes, he has, Sporty. Absolutely. Bro, you got a podcast? Salty, we're working on a podcast, I should say. There's no episodes of it, but we are working on a podcast, though.
we might should like move on with the predictions here.
Yeah, we probably should. All right, third in the division for me are the Pittsburgh Penguins. I mean, I think I kind of mentioned kind of everything. They're a strange little team. The offseason acquisition of Erik Karlsson, while getting rid of their worst contract, was actually a pretty damn good move, only having to give up a first-round pick for Erik Karlsson. It's too bad a real contender wasn't able to make that move. But aside from that move, they really didn't do much to actually improve the team, aside from acquiring Riley Smith from the Golden Knights. They got back Tristan Jarry because John Gibson apparently doesn't exist. Defensively, they do have one of the best offenses in the league with selfish Erik Karlsson 65, Chris Letang along with P.O. Joseph, while Marcus Pettersson and Ryan Graves try to do what they can to help the team be competent defensively. P.O. Joseph can probably actually play defense. I shouldn't give him that amount of credit. But offensively, they're not terrible. Crosby and Malkin have been fully healthy fully healthy last year for all 82 games for the first time in a long time. And that went a long way through the god-awful bottom six they had last year. It did get better with adding Lars Eller, Nola Chari, and then, like I said, trading for Riley Smith. But they still have old man Jeff Carter getting fourth-line minutes, and Jansen fucking Harkins probably getting a bottom six role. This is a team that very well could be a playoff team or completely misses out. Crosby and Erik Karlsson will both need at least 100 points, though, to guarantee a playoff spot, though, for me. Oh, God, sorry, boys. Yeah, exactly. Like Sporty said, if you want to see all of us before our prime, the Challenge Show podcast is still on this channel. We have 3 episodes. We have Hot Take Hockey, Isles Goal 3, and Off the Wall Hockey. Don't expect any of those guys to be back for whatever the new podcast is gonna be. Do not expect that. Yeah. Yeah. I commented I had to listen to Peter talk about Italian food. Let's go, sons. Good idea, Luca. Hey, let's go. You know what's up? How in the world does that dude have more subscribers than me? Exactly, NZA. It's a crime we ain't exactly, Sporty. It kind of is. Like I was gonna say fuck it and just sim, but I don't think that's gonna happen. What happened with Off the Wall? He just stopped doing YouTube, I think. Did he not? Yeah, no, sons. Yeah, no, he doesn't hate us. I think it's just a thing where he he just stopped doing YouTube. So I'm assuming he's not doing any podcasts or anything. He doesn't hate us as far as I know. I think he just stopped. All right, Luca, we should probably keep going. Who's your number
we got a
two?
lot. We still got a lot to do, man.
Oh my God, we do. Yeah, who's your number two, and why is it somehow Carolina?
Nah, number two, I got Jersey.
Oh, okay.
The forward core stacked. The defense, I won't say stacked, but it's good.
Mm.
And then Vitek Vanacek is absolutely solid. Yeah, I want to go more in depth, but we still have so much to do, so I'm gonna try and rush through these things. Carolina, President's Trophy winner, Carolina Hurricanes. I think the defense is
really
fantastic. The forward core, it's not a lot of high-end talent, like Svechnikov's there, but the depth is incredible, I think. And the goaltending depth there is also fantastic. Anderson, Raanta, and Kachetkov is also fantastic, like incredible. I don't think there's another team in the league with 3 goalies better than that.
Okay, interesting. Okay, because number two, I have the Carolina Hurricanes, and number one, I think, are the New Jersey Devils. Actually, I actually have those guys swapped. I think with Carolina, they are one of the better teams in the Metro, as they've been for the past 6 years. It doesn't really mean I like what they're doing. Offensively, they're all right. I think they have a good top 6, but the bottom 6 is very defensive. Not a lot of something that there's not much that impresses me in the bottom 6. They've Aho, Teravainen, and Bunting, which is going to be hilarious to watch on their top line this year. Just Michael Bunting. Defensively, it's the same thing you can expect out of this era's Hurricanes. Slavin, Shkayan, and Pesci can all play incredible D, while Burns and D'Angelo try to pile up points while having absolutely zero defense to their name. Orlov can do kind of both. In net, I would argue it's a complete shit show. They brought back both Anderson and Raanta, despite them both being very injury prone. Anderson was the much better goaltender, so he should have been the ones brought back. They also have Puan Kachetkov, who might end up being in the AHL since he's apparently waiver exempt still this year. I can't see Carolina. I can't see Arizona going with 3 goalies. I am right there too. But I can't see Carolina going with 3 goalies in the league. It might honestly make the team a little bit worse than expected, just because, again, if you're running those 3 goalies, both Anderson and Raanta are probably going to get hurt at some point during the season. Probably would have been smarter to just go with Anderson and Kachetkov. With New Jersey, I think they're going to be one of the best teams in the league. Whether it actually shows on the ice, obviously, we'll see, but one of the best offenses in the league. Jack Hughes, Tyler Toffoli, just great two-way forwards as well. Nico Hischier, of course, they also have. Very well-rounded team, I think. Defensively, a little bit suspect. They have Dougie Hauser, Dougie Hamilton, Jonas Siegenthaler. They should be reliable. Luke Hughes, I think, looks great already. In net, I like what they have with Vanacek and Schmidt. I think it's going to be a great tandem for most of the year. I would be very happy if I were a Devils fan. I genuinely think that they end up being first in the division, and I think they are near top of the East for sure. Personally,
I think they're going to be really good. I don't know. Carolina's more proven. Jersey had their one good year. I want to see them do it one more time.
Fair. That's very fair. Shout out.
Also, Salty. Arizona, I'm pretty sure they put Prosvetov on waivers today.
Prosvetov? Really?
I'm pretty sure he got put on waivers today.
Son of a bitch. Montreal, you know what to do. Shout out Noah. Shout out Noah No. Exactly, Fazio. I agree. New Jersey number 2. Goaltending is weird. That's fair, Salty Wings. I'm just a big Akira Schmid believer. He is anything but. Yeah. Suns, I love you. Jersey over the Canes, exactly. Salty, just what the fuck? Alright, I think we should finally get into our division, should we not?
Oh boy.
Dawson Mercer, 30 goals, hot take. I like that, Salty Wings. I like that.
I don't even think that's a hot take. I think that's gonna happen, I think.
I really like Dawson Mercer.
Okay. The Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
I'll rip the Band-Aid off. In 8, I have the Montreal Canadiens, but this is going to be a fun, bad team. I describe it as like one of the year. I describe it related to the Sens. This team is not going to be good, but it's going to be very fun to watch. Caulfield is just so fun to watch. I think Suzuki's going to be close, like 75 points. I think who else? I think Kirby Doc's going to continue his climb of making that trade look like shit for the Blackhawks. I think Alex Newhook is going to thrive under Martin St. Louis.
I
I
mean, you
think
could say
Caden
Martin St. Louis. You could.
I'd rather say it in the accent. Well,
Understandable.
Caden Gooley, solid defenseman. Mike Matheson, I'm could put up some points. I don't watch many half games, to be honest, but
He had like
this is
24
going to
points
be,
in 38 games last year.
yeah, exactly. He's going to be solid. Like I said, it's pretty simple. They need to be bad. I think they need to be bad. I think their prospect forward needs another high-end forward. So I think it's in their best interest to be bad, but I don't think it's going to be painful to watch. I think it will be a fun team to watch, and then also Montembeault, underrated as hell.
Yes, fucking based, Luca. Thank you. I will say this, obviously, because obviously I have the Habs. I haven't mentioned the Habs yet because I'm not on my Atlantic thing yet. I don't think we're going to be the worst team in the division. I will say that right away. My fucking balls. Oh, God. I fuck, that really hurts. I don't think we're going to be as bad as we're expected to be. I think we are definitely going to be very, very fun to watch. And I actually think the point that you made about our prospect pool needing one more high-end talents, I don't think we do. I think with us having Monahan and Slavkovsky, or not Monahan, sorry, Slavkovsky and Caulfield, Suzuki, Doc, and Newhook for the future, I think if we do end up needing one more top six talent for the future, I think we could get that via trade. Rather it's, say, Alexis Lafreniere or it's ends up being somebody else. We could always grab whoever we need via trade or free agent signing.
Personally, I see it Slav, Suzuki, Caulfield, Doc on the right, Newhook on the left. I think you need another center, in my opinion, and I find those are hard to trade for. So I would say
I think we're trying to build Newhook as our second line center.
I didn't know he's playing center.
Yep, he's playing center. It looks like.
I still do kind of agree with my point. I think one more top six forward, and I
would recommend
drafting one.
Don't just Raphael Harpinard. That's all I'm gonna say. No, legit. Honestly, I think Josh Waugh could surprise a lot of people and be a top six forward. I think with him being better than Lafreniere in the QMJHL, kid has a lot of promise. That's all. That's what I'm gonna say.
I did forget about Josh Waugh. He is quite solid.
Very, very much in love with Josh Waugh. All right. I guess we should get to my 8th place team, shouldn't we? My 8th place team in the Atlantic is no brainer. It's the Ottawa Senators. No, it's not the Ottawa Senators. No, it's the Detroit Red Wings. I'm gonna read my notes verbatim for what I put. So I'm sorry, boys. It's gonna take a while, but I put, quote, Daniel Sprong is a good player. Everyone else sucks. The end. Like, seriously though, what the fuck even is the Yzer plan at this point? Luca, who's your number 7?
My number 7 is Ryan with the Red Wings. I think this is more of a I don't like the team more than I'm trying to say this is the biased pick. I'm not a fan of the team. I like Seider. I really do. I think DeBrincat is going to be better than he was in Ottawa, but I don't think that's hard. He's lazy. I think the goaltending is questionable. I think Billy Husso is a very meh goalie. I think he's overpaid. But I like the depth on forward. I just think there's not enough high-end skill there. I think Raymond needs to get back to form. I think Larkin is solid. I think DeBrincat will be good, but Kopp, Perron, Comfort, they overpaid. Simple as that.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely had to overpay some guys to come to Detroit. But yeah, for me, I legitimately though, like actually talking about Detroit, I seriously don't know what the Yzer plan is. They bought free agents to try and win, but they're clearly still with 1 or 2 years left in the rebuild. Like you said, Raymond has to get back to form. Larkin looks solid. What the fuck was Mo Seider doing last year? Simon Edvinsson is him, Faggio. I will give them that. They do have a damn good defensive system. Yeah, I'm not impressed with the Red Wings, like, at all. Also, Sebastian Cossa over Jesper Wallstedt. Yeah, I don't like the Red Wings at all with what they're doing in the future. Salty comes in with the Jesus fuck.
I would like to hope that's for Harry for putting them last over me.
Probably. Probably. Also, legitimately, Detroit, play Daniel Sprong top 6, or you're dead to me. Give the fucking kid a chance. Jesus. Fuck. All right, my number.
Right.
That is the wrong one. I'm opening up. I gotta open this up because I need to take a look at my goddamn roster. My number. If I can go to my divisions, my number 7. You guys probably see this coming. Genuinely is the Ottawa Senators. Yeah, the Senators are a weird team. They're in a weird position. They have some great top 6 talents. Tim Stützle, Brady Tkachuk, Claude Giroux, Drake Batherson, I think are all legitimately really damn good talents. Stützle and Tkachuk are going to light up the league again this year. I don't know what the thing with Tarasenko is. They bought Tarasenko when they needed to sign Shane Pinto, only for Tarasenko to probably put up 20 goals this year and not really pan out. Their depth is still questionable as all hell. Mark Kastelik, Zach McEwen, Parker Kelly are all playing in their bottom 6. Matthew Joseph should be traded because the dude has mad potential still. Their defensive system, I like. It's Tkachuk, Chychrun, Brandstrom, Zub, Sanderson, but just there's a lot of inexperience there with Brandstrom and Zub and Sanderson. This team does not really know how to win, and this is a team that really hasn't been enveloped in the winning culture. Like a lot of teams, the Red Wings haven't been, the Sabres until last year really haven't been. This is a team with a lot of question marks, especially in net. Jonas Korpisalo and Anton Forsberg. Anton Forsberg? When the fuck did you guys get Anton Forsberg?
If you're asking me that question, waivers.
When?
The bubble year.
And you still have him?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay. Josh Norris is probably seemingly out long term still. That's the biggest question mark with this team. If Norris is healthy, they might push above Montreal, maybe above Boston. I doubt it though. We'll see. Until DJ Smith is your head coach, you're not a good team. And yeah, you're constantly going to be out of the playoffs with DJ Smith. So Ottawa, for the sake of Montreal, re-sign DJ Smith to a lifelong deal, please. Thank you and good night. Red Wings are somehow better, almost. Yeah. Fun team to watch, though. Should be at least partially fun. Wings versus Sens is going to be 90s Wings and Avs. You know what? For the first time in a long time, I might actually watch the Detroit Red Wings game then.
All right, should we go to was it 6 now?
Yep, number 6.
All right, coming in 6th place, I got the Boston Bruins.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the Travis, what's his name? Shit. Zajac, number 1 center. That's what I got to say.
Pavel
You're hyping
Zacha,
up Matthew Pavel Zacha, yeah.
Yeah,
You're hyping up Matthew.
Wrong former Devil.
Yeah, you're hyping up Matthew Poitras as if he's gonna be like a Calder candidate. He's not. He's gonna play 9 games and get sent back to Guelph. Linus Ullmark is not him. I'm sorry. He's not gonna be as good as he was last year. Mershon, Pasternak, McAvoy, they're all gonna be solid. Just this team is going to take a step back, and I'm pretty confident in that.
McAvoy is gross. I agree. Salty Wings.
McAvoy is gross.
Like anyone who says McAvoy is not a top 5 defenseman in the league, you're genuinely. I'm very surprised.
Boston's prospect for Lysell.
Yeah, Lysell, and that's it exactly. They are injury prone too. The Bruins are very injury prone.
Boston should have traded Ullmark. I'm saying that right now. He's
Yes.
never going to have as much value as he did last year.
Yeah, exactly. Like draft, they probably could have gotten what, at least a top 10 pick for him, at least.
No, probably not. Goalies don't have that much value.
With the I don't know, with the Vezina winning season like that, I feel like
Yeah, but I think it's common knowledge that it's because of the team in front of him.
you know what? Yeah, fair, fair enough. So I guess I should probably get to my sixth, or you want to keep talking about Boston?
I'm good.
All right. Sixth overall is, of course, everybody's favorite team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. This team does not have... Okay, no, seriously. Number 6 is the Montreal Canadiens. At least I believe I had that. Yes. Number 6, the Montreal Canadiens. Still a decent ways out of making playoffs. I think they can generally be competitive this year, depending on if they can be healthy, aside from Brendan Gallagher. But again, that's a question mark, even though we did revamp the health staff, the doctors. It's still a question mark if we can be healthy. Good top 6. We are going to be very fun to watch. Bottom 6 will be interesting. Brendan Gallagher's going to be there. Dvorak when he's healthy. Armia was just placed on waivers. Tanner Pearson recently acquired. Jake Evans. It's going to be an interesting bottom 6. I think the top 6 is going to be very, very fun to watch, though, if we can stay healthy. Defense, there's some question marks. Lindstrom was just placed on waivers. Chris Weidman, what the fuck is he doing? David Savard is a defenseman. I think it's a perfectly even, balanced lineup. A lot of kids, so a lot of inexperience. Canadians are going to be a lot better compared to last year. Standing-wise might not be a lot better, but I think play-wise will be a lot better. And, of course, Sam Montembeault and Jake Allen in net means you're either going to get really good results if Jake Allen is your backup, or I'm going to want to fucking kill myself if Jake Allen is our starter. So, yeah. Montreal 6th, I think we have potential to finish higher if the Canadians end up... if the Canadians play above their expectations and are able to... some of the guys that I've mentioned, like I've said, with Caulfield, Suzuki, if they're able to exceed what is thought to be of them for this year, able to live up to higher potential, then yeah, absolutely, I think they can push for a wildcard spot. But you know what? I have them 6th. They're still in the playoffs, but you know what? Why not? I have them 6th. Let a kid dream.
That's fair. It's a Habs channel.
Exactly. Like, you're a Sens fan. There's no way they're finishing 5th. The fucking silence. I love it.
You cut out. I did not hear what you said.
Oh, I said, like, you're a Sens fan. There's no way they're finishing 5th.
You're right, they're not finishing 5th. Florida is.
Oh my...
Yeah,
really?
I have the Panthers in 5th. I have the Panthers in 5th, and it's for one simple reason. Let me read out this decor to you. Gustav Forsling, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Nico Mikkola, Dmitry Kulov, Josh Mahura, Mike Riley.
Hey, fuck you, don't diss Habs legend, Mike Riley.
I'm sorry, Florida.
Cat, how's it going? Holy shit. Cat, it's been a while.
I love Matthew Tkachuk. The injuries are going to kill this team. Playoff Bobrovsky is not coming back. The decor is atrocious.
Hey,
like,
one of Ekblad or Montour's only out for the first 2 weeks.
Still, you're gonna have guys like Mikola, Mahara. Like, this is not I don't think this is the playoff blue line. Can Lundell wake up? Yes, I think the offense isn't going to be a problem. I don't think the offense will be a problem in the slightest. I just think the deep core is awful, and I think goaltending could easily struggle.
It very well could.
And yeah.
It very well
Very
could.
well
All
could.
right. Interesting. Bobrovsky, though. I would counter with Bobrovsky.
Yeah, but Bobrovsky's shit in the regular season.
I'm just saying. Past 3 years, he's had a good team in front of him. What about when he has a bad team? Think about it.
All right.
Think about it. That's all I'm saying. Columbus was shit. Look what Bobrovsky could do. That's all I'm going to say.
That's true.
That's all I'm going to say. The Deets core makes me cringe. Salty, you know what?
It's awful.
Admittedly, me too. Kat, it has been a while. Sorry I didn't say anything when I left, but I started getting swarmed at work and I got a promotion. Hey, Cat, let's go. Props in the chat for Cat getting a promotion. Let's go.
W.
Can Paul Maurice carry? Yes.
Yeah,
I was going to say
obviously.
Andrew Burnett, but he's in Nashville, actually. But, yeah, probably. All right, my number 5 in the division is a team that we've talked about already. It's the Boston Bruins. You guys have no clue how much I wanted to put Montreal above Boston, but in good conscience and in the interest of being fair, yeah. Denisenko got claimed by Vegas, but Faggio, he's back on waivers, so Florida, I believe, can claim him back. So, think about that. Boston is 5th indeed. Exactly, Sons. Exactly. One of the biggest hits this team took in the offseason was 20-year veteran of the team and their captain, David Pastrnak, retiring, and also some guy named Patrice Bergeron. He also retired. But legitimately, though, they lost Bergeron and Krejci. They lost their number 1 and number 2 centers in one off season. How the fuck do you rebound from that? That is my first note. You lost, again, your 1C and your 2C. You still have 2/3 of the choke line. Your 1C right now is Pavel Zacha. You brought back Milan Lucic and brought in former Leaf James Van Riemsdyk to add grit and bottom 6 scoring respectively. The team surprisingly doesn't look like complete trash offensively. You just need big seasons from Jake DeBrusk and Trent Frederick if you really want to try and contend. Defensively, it's solid as usual. Charlie McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm will be damn good. Carlo and Grizzlick should be reliable. Bottom pair does look a little bit stinky, though. Goaltending-wise, you're still good with Linus Ullmark and Jeremy Swayman. Should be a fairly solid tandem. Like Lucas said, Ullmark will not have a season anything like last year, but should be reliably a starter. Not really much else to say. A clear drop, not terrible. Barely missed the playoffs, though. Is Hall still a Bruin? No, he got traded to Chicago. Keeping Barbashev for $5 million. McCarter is basically the same exact player and younger, and teams were willing to pay Barbashev $7 million, and you lose Smith. That's a huge W. Exactly, Kat. Are you doing cup predictions too, Salty Wings? I don't know. They do have the meme Charlie Coyle as well, Salty, for sure. They absolutely do. All right, Luca, who is your number 4, and why is it the Ottawa Senators?
Number 4? Is that what we're on?
Yeah, number 4 in the division.
Number 4, I should have clarified this. So, as of right now, Pittsburgh is wild card 2.
Yes.
I'll clarify that. Pittsburgh is wild card 2.
I will do that.
Carolina is President's Trophy winner.
Oh, I'll actually do this for you. I'll actually do this.
Okay.
Presidents. And then, so I guess it's going to be wild card 1. And then I believe LA you said is wild card 2, right?
Let me look.
I might as well just put
LA is wild card 2, yeah.
Yeah,
and
wild
then
card 2.
Wild card 1.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll do that for mine when we get to.
All right. Anyways, coming in wild card 1 is your Ottawa Senators. I don't care. I'm gonna back my voice. I don't care.
You know what? Respect. I back the Canadians.
Let's talk.
I'm gonna respect that.
Okay, let's talk here. I'm with the recent cap gymnastics that's been going on today. Josh Norris does not look like he's gonna be going on LTIR, which means he should be healthy soon.
Huh?
This team with Josh Norris is a playoff team. It's simple as that. If Norris plays, we make the playoffs. If Norris goes on LTIR, we're coming 6th. I'll say that right now. But I believe Norris is going to play, and I believe adding, like last year we were 6 points out, and we didn't have Norris, we didn't have Chicken for a full year, we didn't have Korpisalo, didn't have Tarasenko, didn't have Kubalik. Jake Sanderson's going to take a step. Jake Sanderson's going to take a massive step. This is a playoff team. Jonas Korpisalo is going to be solid. Is Batherson going to get sent to Shandong? I don't know. If that happens, then yeah, it's tough. But if Norris plays, this is a playoff team.
Wait, was Batherson on the 2018 World Juniors team?
Yeah.
I thought that was just Alex Fermenton.
No, we have 2 players.
Oh God.
But yeah, as for the Sens, so yeah, Stützle, 100 points, 100 points for Stützle. I don't know what else I'm gonna say. My one criticism of his team, other than DJ Smith, is that I do not think the Tarasenko I do not think the Tarasenko experiment will work. Like as of right now, he's on the third line. I do not think this is going to work out in Ottawa.
Parker
But
Kelly, elite fourth liner, by the way.
you know it. But yeah, yeah. I think that's all I got. I I believe in this team.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe in this team. I struggle to heavily believe in a team coached by DJ Smith.
As Sun said, you won't win shit with sorry ass ECHL head coach DJ Smith.
Yeah, fair.
Kat, I think Jack shooting the puck was through the net was really, really fucking cool. I think it was really awesome. Sporty saying you back the Habs, Harry, but you're fair. Holy shit, that is a backhanded diss at Luca if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. I mean, you know what? I mean, in some fucking crazy ass universe, could I see Ottawa being in the wild card? I mean, yeah, maybe. But they would need goaltending and a bottom six to be able to get there. So
we have a top 9. We just don't have a bottom line.
Exactly.
The bottom line is awful.
Yeah. Kat, you can't even say Shea Weber top that because it was a fucking wrist shot. Well, it wasn't even a slapper. It was a wrist shot. Today, Tiff.
Clip it.
Yeah, clip it, boys. Clip it. I'm clipping it. If fucking Suns just said, if the Sens make the playoffs, I'll donate Harry $100. I clipped it. We got it. Ottawa's literally Detroit. I didn't even need to clip it. It's live on the stream. You can fucking see it right here. Ottawa's literally Detroit with a little more star power. Salty. That is.
Disagree.
Ooh.
Our decor is so much better.
Very actually. Hey. Do not diss. Do not diss Ben Sherratt and Justin Hall. Do not diss. Do not diss those guys. Who is Ghost? Oh, the fucking
Detroit.
Oh,
Detroit.
Where's his defense? Justin Hall clears exactly, Suns. Exactly.
Long term, the Red Wings are the Sens with more high end talent.
Yeah,
but as of right now,
like right this now, second, it's like
right now the Ottawa's blue line is clear. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. All right, my number 4, making the wild card. I should probably put I'm gonna put these down to actually. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna. Can I please let me like transfer this exactly? Fuck. All right, well fuck it. I'll copy one of them. Yeah, sorry boys. Fuck. Wait, no, fuck. Sorry boys. Technical difficulties right now. Wait, no. Wild card 2 probably. All right. In the wild card for the West, for the East, the Atlantic Division. Unfortunately, it's going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning, I think. The Lightning. Gru likes Hall though. Yes, he does. Yes.
Gru.
Yeah. So Tampa Bay. Everyone knows what Tampa Bay is. I don't need to mention them much more. But holy fuck, what do you do without Andrei Vasilevsky? Seriously, Lightning fans saw Vasi's injury and really expected the rest of the league to be able to sympathize with them just because they lost their 5th best player for 2 months. You're currently stuck with Jonas Johansson and Hugo Alnefelt as your goalie tandem, which, now that I think about it, might actually put them as the worst tandem in the NHL. Hell, once Vasi comes back, you're still stuck with one of those guys as your backup goaltender, which is not good at all. Defensively, you should be good enough to only allow 25 shots a night, but offensively, this team, as Stamkos said, will need to step up big time. I'm expecting a lot of 7-6, 5-4 games, whether it's a win or a loss for this team. It's going to be one that the Lightning will need to get a grip easily. Drieger, Faggio, what cap space do they have? Once Vasilevsky comes back, what cap space do they have for Chris Drieger? Martin Jones is on waivers, high quality. Is that still good? How much better is that than Jonas Johansson, though? Tampa have dropped to 4 following Vasi being out. Oof, Suns. Yeah, honestly, like, I would have had them lower, but just... Jesus. Suns, if Vasi's on LTIR all year, they're 6th. Montreal is 5th, easily. If Tampa's out, if they put Vasi on LTIR all year, they're done. Hedman sucked defensively. Very true, Salty. All right, Luke, I guess we can get to your 3rd, I guess. And why is it the Tampa Bay Lightning?
Nope. Coming in 3rd, I got Buffalo. Um,
Oh.
I love the forwards so much. I'm so jealous of the forward depth that you have. I love it. I love it so much. Zach Benson is incredible for where they picked him. I'll put it that. Here's what we're gonna say though. The defense rough. I'll say it. I won't say rough, but it's questionable. Like Eric Johnson, Connor Clifton, yeah, but Darlene is incredible. Owen Power take another step offensively, and as for goaltending, I think it might be a slow start for him, but in the end, Devin Levi is the answer. And yeah, that's that.
Sorry, just messaging my best friend real quick. I have a message here in 2 hours. Yeah, I agree. I think that Buffalo, the answer is Levi. I think they have a great offensive core for the future and even right now. Defense for the future maybe could use one or two more guys, but yeah, love Buffalo. They very well could be the best offensive team over Edmonton. I don't think they will, but I think they're definitely going to be top three in terms of goals for. Um, Buffalo moved to three after Vasi's injury. Exactly, Sons. Exactly. Of course, Fazio. Jonas Johansson is likely going to Colorado, according to Kevin Weeks. I can say without hesitation that the Avs are getting the worst goalie I've seen during my 19 years covering the Sabres. He doesn't stop pucks in practice or games. Thank you. so, so Levi's just working at the Atlantic. No high quality because Levi actually has a team in front of him. Kulik should play this year. Yes, he should. Salty Wings. Oh, hey, Luca.
Yo.
Want to guess who we match up again? Wait, fuck.
Huh?
Wait.
Oh, did we both have Buffalo third?
Yes, we do. We both have the Sabres at number 3. Yeah, basically you kind of said it. You kind of said it all. I'm gonna close the videos tab because the sound check is over. It's been over. Yeah. Sabres do have some good prospects who showed promise last season, but depth-wise, I don't think they have it. Oh, they absolutely do. Cat, I think. Kulik got sent down. Yeah, Benson took his spot. Exactly, yeah. Winnipeg Ice legends, Peyton Krebs, Matthew Savoy, and Zach Benson. Absolutely. Yeah, I have it right here. Buffalo will be a great team. I'm calling it now. Great forward core, solid defense, fantastic goalie tandem with Devin Levi and UPL. Offensively, Skinner has shown back up with a 30-goal season last year. Thompson is going to have a 120-point season. Alex Tuck will continue developing into a legit first-line threat. They have fantastic young kids, Benson, Savoy, Krebs, Paterka, who will make the lineup and impress right away. Defensively, you have probably the most underrated blue line in the league. Dahlin and Samuelson will continue to be great defensively. Dahlin and Power will put up great offense, while Eric Johnson and Henry Ukiharu are reliable. Buffalo should easily make the playoffs. A great young team. Absolutely love what they have right now. 100%. Whew.
Ooh.
All right. Krebs,
All
Savoy,
right.
Benson. Oh my god, that'd be sick, Fazio.
Beautiful. Love the CHL talk in here. Love the
Yes,
CHL.
sir. Absolutely.
All right.
Who is number 2,
second
and
I got-
how is it somehow the Ottawa Senators?
Yes, but no, I got Tampa in second. The Vasilevsky injury is going to hurt. I just still believe that once he comes back, this team is better than everyone else in the division. That's what I believe. I like even with the young core in Buffalo, which is going to be fantastic. Ottawa is Ottawa. Let's put it that. Florida bought Tampa is Tampa, and they're still gonna be like that for a while. Yeah, I don't really know. Don't watch so many games, but I know they're proven.
I don't know about Tampa. Like, I think I agree with Sporty what he said. Tampa showed holes last year. There are blueprints on how to beat them. I don't think they're going to be as deadly as they have been, especially when Toronto is able to take them out in the playoffs. I genuinely think they're going to fall this year, as I have them in the wild card. They could fall further. There's a chance they could fall further. Yeah, I can't say I see Tampa being heavily in a playoff spot this year, personally. Like Sun said, yeah, once Vase comes back, I think they'll bounce back. It is just how far down Tampa will be.
Yeah, completely
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Um. All right. So should I?
Yeah.
My second place team in the Atlantic Division, I was gonna say in the West, the Florida Panthers. I am a believer in the Florida Panthers. I don't care what people are saying. I am a believer in this Florida Panthers team. I will expect some fall off technically in terms of how they play because of the high of last year's Cup Finals run. Tampa's starting to lack depth everywhere. They're getting older and don't have any more overrated bottom sixers to trade first for. Exactly, Sporty. Buffalo can't go on that 10-game losing streak in November, December. Exactly, Salty. Exactly. I also believe in Florida. Exactly, Suns. They have a great top six offensively, a great bottom six for their defense. It's quite gritty. Barkov and Kachuk will remain key players to this team. Reinhart and Bennett and Carter Verhaeghe will stay great top six forwards. Bennett, I think, can actually really properly develop. Mackie Samacevic. Defensively, it's a bit of a mess right now. OEL and Forsling will be great, but missing Ekblad and Montour for the first part of the season is going to hurt them. Bringing back Dominic Kubalik and using Josh Mahora is going to be very funny, though. Spencer Knight, with him being in the AHL, and then Bobrovsky and Anthony Stolarz in net, I think Bob's going to remain a consistently all-right, overpaid goalie, but Stolarz should be half-decent. Exactly, Sporty. Florida still has one of, if not the most complete roster in the league. I absolutely love what the Florida Panthers have done, and I think they're going to be a great sneaky team. I think a lot of people, including you, Luca, are really underrating the potential of this team. They don't have a lot of prospects, but I think they're going to be good. Yeah, Fagio, Knight was sent down yesterday because he doesn't need waivers to be sent down.
My thing with Florida is A, the injuries, and B, this team barely snuck in the playoffs last year, and it's no different than the team last year.
But keep in
It's
mind,
the same roster.
keep in mind, you said they did sneak in last year, but how much could the playoffs have benefited them? The playoffs could have really helped this team click and gel. I honestly think, and keep in mind, yes, they got hot at the right time. I genuinely think last year they were coming down off that President's Trophy high, and I honestly do think that they are going to be a lot better this year in terms of their standing. I think the playoffs gave them a lot of experience that they needed. Absolutely, at least for me.
It's certainly possible. I'm probably just
Yeah.
Sens biased. Like, I know I'm biased for it, at least.
Yeah. Like Sporty said, they know how to get the best out of everybody. I won't be surprised if Dominic Kubalik somehow turns into one of the best defensive defensemen this year some fucking how.
Dominic Kubalik is an Ottawa Senator, by the way.
Or, Dominic Kubalik's a senator? Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is he on waivers?
No.
What the fuck? Okay, cap friendly. What the fuck? Kubalik... Huh? Dominic Kulikov. Dmitry Kulikov.
Oh, Kulikov.
Motherfucker. God damn it. Dmitry Kulikov. Dmitry Kulikov on the blue line. I even put Kulikov and I said fucking Kubalik. To be fair, who said the name Dmitry Kulikov in the last 7 years?
Fair.
Yeah, that run built a whole lot of chemistry in that lineup. Exactly, Suns. Exactly. They built chemistry. They built friendships. They built probably some gay ships. Yeah. They probably built some boats. Shout out Lars and Christian. Yeah. But yeah, Dmitry Kulikov. Wouldn't be surprised to see if he's one of the best defensive defensemen in the league suddenly this year. I like Florida, but do you really trust OEL, Forsling? Well, Fagio, keep in mind, I think it's Montour. He's only out till November. And then Ekblad, I don't know how long he's out for. I think it's only... I want to say he's out a month as well, I think. Do we know how long Ekblad's supposed to be out for? I'm trying to find it right now. If there are definitely some backdoor actions in that. Yes, there were, Suns. Absolutely, they were getting it on. Kachuk is winning the Hart this year. Sporty, that's a good pick. That is a very good pick. Yeah, really like that. As much as I hate Florida for obvious reasons, they won't be worse than last year. Exactly, high quality. Exactly. And keep in mind, this is a Habs fan who should be saying, "Fuck Florida. They cost us a good pick last year." Sorry.
I said for real. Yeah.
We should be, but instead I'm saying, no, whatever. All right, Luca. So number one in your division. Please. How is it? I was gonna say, you didn't let me get the fucking joke off.
Not bad.
Yeah. So obviously, I didn't even think to fuck Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's won the division.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna say?
That's really all I gotta say. I feel like it's a pretty easy one to call.
All right.
I like the Domi and Bertuzzi acquisitions. I think Matthews is gonna be better than last year. Samsonov should be good. Wall should be good. John Klingberg is going to be atrocious. That's the one negative I have to say about that. Wait, one more thing on the Leafs because I had to. Easton Cowan. That Easton Cowan.
Yes, Easton Cowan.
There we go.
Easton Cowan. Calder.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, I do have the Leafs at first. You traded the pick though. Well, Salty Wings, we probably wouldn't have if it was 16th. So yeah, best team on paper. Can't wait for them to lose in 7 to the fucking Lightning. Oh my God, I do have. I didn't even think of how fucking perfect it works. Oh my God. Holy shit. Toronto doesn't wow me like Florida does. Florida's winning the division. Sporty, I'd love to say it. However, according to my notes, firstly, oh boy, I'm ready for the fanboys. Toronto on paper should be the best team in the league. Easy 55 wins and at least the Eastern Conference Finals. How do you fuck it all up this year? Well, firstly, they replaced one Michael Bunting with 2 of them. Tyler Bertuzzi had a short time in Boston and actually looked more than a second line forward. So naturally, Toronto wants him because the last time the Leafs brought in a Bruins player, it went oh so well. Yeah, they also got famous cheap shotter Max Domi for a middle six role because the last time the Leafs brought in a former Canadiens player that worked so well for them. They also overpaid Ryan Reeves, but it's Toronto. They have to have at least one terrible decision per offseason. Speaking of terrible decisions, John Klingberg, who can't play a lick of defense. Great, Toronto. They're also taking Morgan Rielly off the first power play unit because there's nothing like upsetting your should-be captain. Yeah. Offensively, the offense should be damn good. 40 goals from Matthews is basically what you get from him. I'm tired of people calling him a 60-goal scorer. He is a 40-goal scorer. Yeah, Marner is a great two-way forward. Nylander will be getting paid what he wants elsewhere after this year. Defensively, I kind of like it. Morgan Rielly is one of the best defensemen in the league. Liljegren should push for a top 4 spot. Connor Timmins, once he's healthy, should be good enough to push Jake McCabe out of the lineup. Brody and Klingberg will be on the ice for 22 minutes a night, which means the Leafs will have to outscore the problems they have. And in nets, oh boy, the Leafs fucked it up. With Ilya Sorokin, Ilya Samsonov, he's a solid goaltender coming off a career year. So naturally, the Leafs went to arbitration and gave him a 1-year deal, which means he's going to have another great year this year and then walk to free agency where Ottawa will overpay him and it'll turn into a legitimate top 10 goalie in the NHL. They brought in Martin Jones, who's now on waivers, and Samsonov's out too. So your goalie tandem is Joseph Woll and Martin fucking Jones, who I'm pretty sure is on waivers. Joseph Woll's your backup. You also brought in Matt Murray last year. And he's on the LTIR for the rest of his career, it looks like. I'm sure we remember the Jonas Gustafsson experiment. That's all I'm going to say about Joseph Woll. Toronto should easily be a playoff team. Again, they're great on paper. Like Sporty said, though, their bottom 6 likes to randomly disappear. Sheldon Keefe is a god-awful head coach. They aren't winning shit, aside from probably, around Tampa, I think, broke that curse. Yeah. They decided on John Klingberg and Nick Robertson over Rasmus Sandin. Exactly, Sporty. Their prospects haven't developed. Nick Robertson is still a 4th-line player at best. Just a reminder, he scored a goal at 18. Yeah. Don't forget, Suns, I already mentioned Ryan Reeves. Noah Gregoire, exactly. They're playing Noah Gregoire, probably. This is a team that is god-awful when you really get down to it. They're going to be a great team, But when it really comes down to it, the Toronto Maple Leafs are this decade's Washington Capitals. They won't be able to get out of the second round. Shout out HTH, I agree. Rip Rody and Amirov, Toronto, thank you very much for Caden Gooley. Yeah, they are this decade's Washington Capitals, just without the eventual Stanley Cup. So yeah, Toronto is my President's Trophy winner because it's going to be really goddamn funny to see how they miss the playoffs. They get carried by top six as more bipolar than Robin Leonard. Exactly, Sporty. Exactly. All right, Luca. So we are now at a nearly 3 hour long stream.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you want to do first?
I think awards will be pretty quick, so let's just go through those.
All right, so boys, I'm going to go to the awards section. Oh, God, I forgot I placed myself here. All right, so we have the awards here. Shit. Okay, there we go. I think that's fully on camera now. Yes, it is. So I will put Harry, and I will put Luca. There we go. So our awards. So, Luca, how do you wanna do this?
Just go in order, man.
All right. So who do you think is gonna win the Hart Trophy?
Connor McDavid.
All right.
These first few are gonna be boring for me.
Who do you think is gonna win the Art Ross?
McDavid.
Who do you think is gonna win the Ted Lindsay?
McDavid.
Who do you think is gonna win the Rocket? Is it McDavid still?
Tage Thompson.
Really? I love Tage Thompson, but I don't know if I see him winning the Rocket. Sporty, how do you feel about that, my guy? Matthew Tkachuk, McDavid. Thank you. Wow. Okay. McDavid. Wow. Yeah. Hughes for the Hart. Jack Hughes for the Hart would work. Quinn Hughes could also work. Actually, what I'm gonna do? Sorry. Really quickly, I'm gonna get a color source. Because I want the stream to pop up. I didn't realize how how out that looks. So color block, there we go. All right, there we go, boys. So we got a color block. The chat is more visible. There we go. So yeah, Wolverine. There's no way McKinnon. Ibrahim, how's it going, my good sir? So Luca, how do you see Tage Thompson winning the Rocket?
I think he's got a lot of. I just think the depth is so good on Buffalo. I think he's got tons of players who pass him the puck, and I also think he's just a human highlight reel. I don't know. I do think he's to me he's somehow overrated, but is also going to win the Rocket this year. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I see that. Okay. All right. Now, because I'm biased, Cole Caulfield over under 45 goals.
42.
You get out of my stream. No, all right. Who's winning the Calder? Gee, I wonder.
Oh boy. Now it's time for my. Listen, this isn't going to happen. I'll start off right now. It's not happening. But I'm gonna back my boy because he played for the London Knights. Give me Luke Evangelista for Calder. Let's go. I'll ride or die with Luke Evangelista for Calder.
What the fuck? You know, I'm starting to think this maybe was a bad idea.
This was the best idea of your life. I'm gonna get you so many views.
Probably. All right, who's winning the Vezina, and why is it somehow fucking Cam Talbot?
Jake Ottinger.
You know, that's fair. Dallas is very overrated by the media. All right, who's winning the James Norris?
Rasmus Dahlin.
Oh, really? More points than guys like Makar and Hughes.
I don't think he might put up as many points, but I think the fact that Buffalo is going to make the playoffs for the first time forever is going to help him get some more votes.
You know what? Very fair. I'm also going to up the Luca, just so people know that this is your predictions and not mine. I don't want to be associated with these predictions.
Why don't you want to be associated with the Luke Evangelista for Calder pick?
Wait, fuck. 150. Wait, 100. Fuck. 75. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. This is what I'm doing. I don't care. This is what I'm doing. Merge. Perfect. There we go. All right, everybody knows this is yours now. All right, Luca. Who's winning the Frank J. Selke?
Crosby. I had no idea for this one.
You know what? That's fucking based. I like that. Crosby for the Selkie. I'm gonna look at chat reactions real quick. Nobody has any clue why you're having fucking Luke Evangelista. Levi's winning the Vezina according to Ibrahim. Cooley because I don't think Bedard will have the finish. Salty Wings, that's an L take in my opinion. Sorokin, Makar, Dahlin. Norris gonna go to Makar. Norrisy, Eofagio. Sorokin should win it because of the absurd amount of carry he's gonna do. Matthew Tkachuk for the Selkie? Who the fuck thinks Matthew Tkachuk plays good defense? Alright, and now the last award we're gonna get to. What's up?
This is probably another hot take from me.
Oh god. Okay.
Alright. For the Jack Adams, I need to find his name. I wrote it down.
I need to find his name. I wrote it down, but it's not in front of me.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Ryan Huska for the Jack Adams. Actually, I was that or Granado. That was my
Which
pick.
fucking team is he?
Calgary. Calgary makes the playoffs again. First year head coach. That's what I'm gonna go with.
You know what? I think he gets at least nom then. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. Those are your
Granado
awards.
would easily be 2. I will say that right now.
Fair. All right. So obviously, I think we have the same art memorial, Hart Memorial, Art Ross, and whatever awards. I am going to up my name too. Oh god, that doesn't work. 85. There we go. Maurice Richard. I had a tough time with this because I didn't even think Tage Thompson. For me, it was I thought McDavid could maybe do what he did last year, but given that it's fucking Connor Brown on his wing, no. For me, and this might be just based off reputation, but
Paul Coffey.
Paul Coffey, yeah. As much as I'd love to see it, we're still 2-3 years away from seeing him score 70 goals. I wish I was joking. For me, there's really only like 3 players that I can actually see winning this award this year. One of them has Connor Brown on his wing. The other is fucking Tyler Bertuzzi. And the other's playing with Evgeny Kuznetsov. I actually think Alex Ovechkin is gonna have a great rebound and he's gonna score like 55 goals and win the Rocket Richard. Hey Zach, how's it going, man? Bruce Cassidy or something. Let's go, Suns. I think Ovechkin's got it. I love Ovi. I think he's gonna have a big rebound. I also got to get in Peter Mullen's good graces if we want to come on the podcast. So, all right, Calder. I was about to say who's your choice, Luca, but we just did yours.
Look, eventually for Calder. Let's go.
For Calder, obviously Connor Bedard. I feel like there's no other option. I think if you pick anybody else, you're an absolute idiot. No, legitimately though, I think it has to be Connor Bedard. You can pump other tires. I could sit here and say Joshua Waugh for the Calder, but legit, it's Bedard or bust.
I fully expect Bedard to win, but I'm gonna back my boy Luke Evangelista.
Obviously, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I'm gonna back Joshua Waugh if he makes the opening. Which actually, no, he can't. I'm gonna back. Who the fuck did that playing rookie this year?
Evan Levi.
I'm gonna back. No, fuck Devin Levi. Actually, you know what? Devin Levi is an outside chance. I actually like Devin Levi. He's an outside chance for sure. Of course, Logan Cooley. High quality wants Logan Cooley. Who's getting second in Calder voting? I'm gonna say Cooley. Actually, I don't know. I think if Buffalo makes the playoffs, Levi will get heavy consideration. I think it'll be Bedard wins it, and then Cooley with third and Levi second if Buffalo makes playoffs. If Buffalo misses, Cooley then Levi probably. Vezina. Now this is an interesting one. I thought for a little bit about who I think could win. There's a couple guys that could win. I think Linus Olmark has a very outside chance. Ottinger, Sorokin, Shesterkin. I think Samsonov has an outside chance. But there's one guy that I kept coming back to and thinking, if this team makes the playoffs, he's gonna get at least a nom. And call me fucking crazy, but Karl Vejmelka, if I could spell his fucking name right, Karl Vejmelka is gonna win the Vezina. Again, call me crazy. I love Karl Vejmelka. Call me nuts all you want. But Vejmelka absolutely has what it takes, I think, to win a Vezina trophy. Angus Crookshank makes the NHL Wins the Calder. Base Suns indeed, absolutely. Yeah, high quality hot take. Luca with the whoa. You can interrupt me if you want. If you want to say like whoa or whatever, you can interrupt.
Yeah,
I don't mind. Yeah, but yeah, Karl Vejmelka. I love Karl Vejmelka. I think if the Coyotes make the playoffs, a lot of it is going to rely on Karl Vejmelka, and I think that the award voting is going to reflect that, especially if Vejmelka puts up, say, a 916 save percentage with a 2.36 goals against average, something like that. They're going to recognize that, and I absolutely think that he has what it takes to win the Vezina again. Or win the Vezina again. Win the Vezina for the first time. The Norris, I thought about Erik Karlsson, but just because I genuinely think he'll play well and get points off the back of Crosby and Malkin and the actual good players in Pittsburgh. But for the James Norris, you know what? Why not? Actually, you know what? Switching it up very last second, give me Quinn Hughes. Give me Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks, the new captain for the Canucks. I've grown to like Quinn Hughes. I'm pretty sure I was a Cale Makar guy. Or no, I think I was a Quinn Hughes guy when Cale Makar won the Calder. Makar is a lot better. Hughes, I think, can have a big year. I think with Pettersson, Besser, Miller, all these guys. Philip Gustafson is an outside take for the Vezina Suns. I really like it. Scott Mayfield definitely for the James Norris. I think Quinn Hughes is gonna put up a good amount of points. I like it. Dino Campbell will win the Calder, absolutely. Big fan of Quinn Hughes. I think he's gonna get it. Frank J. Selke. Now this is interesting because I don't know who could even be up for it this year. It's been the Bergeron Trophy. Ryan O'Reilly will probably be up for it. Crosby could be up for it. But there's one guy that I don't see many people talking about, actually. And that guy is Nico Hischier. I don't see people talking about Nico Hischier's defensive game nearly as much as they should be. Barkov will get nommed. He probably will win it this year. But I think Nico Hischier could end up winning the Frank J. Selke. I like Nico Hischier. Good two-way forward. That's all I can really say. Nico Hischier for Frank J. Selke. Now the Jack Adams. This is going to rely. Both of these guys getting the head coach of the year is going to heavily depend. I feel like I should be a generic YouTuber and hold the mic up like this because I think it's funny. But yeah, I didn't even think about Barkov high quality. I literally just thought of Barkov too. But Jack Adams, either of these guys getting the Jack Adams is going to depend on how well they play, how other teams play, and if they make the playoffs. But I seriously believe that if they make the playoffs right now, Andre Tourigny of the Arizona Coyotes gets the Jack Adams Award. Just like with Luca, with Calgary, and Ryan Huska. I think if Andre Tourigny can lead the Coyotes to the playoffs, he gets consideration. I think Thank you. I think my second choice, like Luca, is Don Granato. I think Don Granato absolutely gets it if the Sabres are great, like we expect them to. But I'm expecting Andre Tourigny because if the Coyotes make the playoffs, it's because of Andre Tourigny and Karl Vejmelka, and they will be recognized accordingly. Ibrahim and Luca, I'm glad you guys are very, very in love with the pick. Thank you. DJ Smith, Jack Adams, yes sir.
Telling you right now, if the Suns make the playoffs, I would back it.
No, you wouldn't, because DJ Smith's not even going to be the head coach.
You know it.
All right, Luca, are we done now?
No.
Nope. There's more, boys. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my God. This actually looks kind of based. Who starts it out, Luca, you or me?
I'll go first. It's your turn. I'll one with you.
All right, thank you. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we have the playoffs. Because, why wouldn't we do playoff predictions before the season even fucking starts? Suns with the based hot take. Ottawa interim head coach Jack Capuano.
Kill me.
All right, Luca, so I don't know if you want to go like Atlantic, Metro, and then like whatever, or how you want to do it, but just throw out who your teams are in the playoffs in the first round.
Okay, so In the East, we got Carolina v. Pittsburgh.
All right.
Am I giving? I'll do all. Are we doing? Am I giving who wins or just naming all the teams?
Just naming the teams right now. I think we'll both name the teams and then we'll whatever. Yeah.
All right. And then I got New Jersey versus the Rangers.
Oh, rematch from last year. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we got Toronto v. Ottawa.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Would it shape
and then Tampa
up to
Buffalo.
Oh my god, it would. Oh my fucking god, it would. Of course. This was specifically designed to get that, isn't it?
Huh?
It was specifically designed to get Toronto and Ottawa, wasn't it?
Yep.
Fucking based. All right, who's in the West now? Or unless you want to go by the conference.
I'll do all of it.
All right.
I'll do all of it. Dallas, LA.
Oh, okay. You know what? I kind of like that, actually. All right.
Colorado, Minnesota.
Colorado and the Minnesota Wild. All right.
Edmonton, Winnipeg, and then Vegas, Calgary.
Sorry?
Edmonton, Winnipeg.
And then Vegas, Calgary,
Vegas,
you said, right?
Calgary.
Yes. All right. All right. And now I got to take a picture of my divisions just because I genuinely forgot. I didn't think to write down playoff matchups. So, yeah. All right. So I might need a little bit of help with this. So it's 2-3, and then it's Presidents versus Wildcard 2, and then the remaining division leader against Wildcard 1, right?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. All right. So in my first round, we have the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on, oh my fucking god, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then we've got the Florida Panthers taking on the Buffalo Sabres. It's the New Jersey Devils taking on the New York Rangers. Luca, we're based.
Yes, sir.
And then it's the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins. Why is this so fucking familiar? Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the divisions like you did. So there we go. All right, so now Luca.
You.
Oh wait, no, my West. Wait, I gotta do my West.
Yeah,
Fuck.
West.
Who leads my? Fuck it, Edmonton. We'll get Edmonton and LA. Why am I so down for the rematches from last year? Vegas and Seattle. Which I think I speak for everybody. That would be a based. Fucking first round matchup.
Yes, it would.
Colorado and Arizona. Oh god, I feel bad for Arizona. Oh god. And then another rematch from last year, Dallas and Minnesota. Okay. So now Luca, with our playoffs looking at the same time very familiar but very different. Who's going to the second round for you now?
All right. Carolina in 6.
Ooh, okay.
Devils in 6.
All right, Devils in 6. Now, I believe that it would be Jersey, Carolina, right?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
All right. I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. Ottawa in 7. Okay. Let's go. And then Buffalo in 7.
Buffalo in 7, that's also very base. Oh my god, it's a rematch from fucking 2004.
That one wasn't done on purpose. West, I got Dallas in 4.
Jesus. Okay.
Colorado in 6.
Very fair, yeah.
Edmonton in 5. Vegas in 6.
Damn, that's very boring.
Yeah.
All right. Now for me, I think it's clear Jersey in 6. They showed the Rangers up last year. The Rangers are far worse. Devils should easily hand it to them. Oh, fuck. Pittsburgh has owned the Carolina Hurricanes in the playoffs. But it's not the conference final, so Carolina... You know what? No, fuck. I'm going to be different. Pittsburgh. I'm going to be different and say Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh takes it in 7, I'm going to say. Toronto, I think, takes it in 6. I think Toronto actually gets out of the first round again.
Whoa.
Fuck. we get to probably the most challenging first round series. Florida and Buffalo are probably the most equal teams that could face.
We want Florida.
The series is going 7. You know what? Buffalo's taking out the Florida Panthers. I love Florida.
We want Florida.
I love Florida, but Toronto is going to be fucking stupid. They're going to want Buffalo, and they are going to get Buffalo. God, I don't want to say it, but Edmonton in 6, like last year. I'm going to say Seattle in 5.
Whoa.
Vegas does not have what it takes to rebound as Stanley Cup champions.
So mid, bro.
I think with the Vegas Golden Knights, they are going to underrate the Seattle Kraken, and I think it's going to cost them. I genuinely think the Kraken will play with heart. They're going to play with fire. Grubauer's going to fucking injure some Golden Knights probably somehow. It's going to be Seattle in 5. Colorado and Arizona, I got to go Colorado in 4. I love Arizona, but it's not going to end pretty for them. And then Dallas, Minnesota, obviously Dallas in 6. I feel like Minnesota hasn't made the second round in a decade at least. So yeah, it's going to be Dallas in 6.
Conference finals. Oh boy.
Yes, who gets to the conference
second
finals?
round.
Yeah, well, yeah, who ges to the conference finals? Suns. Florida does have more playoff experience, but I have a good feeling about Buffalo. Seattle's so fucking underrated. Thank you, high quality. Be advised that they did take out the Cup champs last year. That is true. World Cup.
Yeah. Starting off, I've got Carolina in 7.
God damn.
Secondly, this is a really hard one for me. I legitimately, I feel if I pick Ottawa, I'm biased, but I don't believe in Buffalo, so I don't know what to do. I believe in Buffalo, but I don't. Actually, I'm going to guess that playoff Devin Levi is a god. Give me Buffalo in the conference finals in 7.
Fucking okay, 2006.
I'm only doing it. If I wasn't a Sens fan, I would pick them. And then I got Dallas in 6, Edmonton in 7.
Well, firstly, if you weren't an Ottawa fan, they wouldn't be here right now.
In the playoffs.
Yeah. Sorry, you said Dallas in 6 and Dallas. And then who?
Yeah. Edmonton in 7.
I like that. All right. Now for the second round, who gets out? For me, I'm going to look at chat real quick. Ottawa shouldn't be here. I agree. Minnesota are the new Maple Leafs, and the Maple Leafs are the new Capitals. Spoiler. New Jersey and Pittsburgh, it's New Jersey in 5. Pittsburgh takes out Carolina just to get destroyed by the New Jersey Devils. Toronto and Buffalo, it's Buffalo in 6. Nothing else. Toronto will think they can make the conference finals. They're going to win the first game. They're going to go down 3-1. They're going to win game 5 and then lose at home in game 6. Even though they're at home for game 7, it's somehow going to be a Buffalo crowd that's filled with Leafs fans. You know what? Fuck it. Give me Edmonton. Give me Colorado in the conference finals. I don't believe in Dallas getting past the second round. Seattle's just going to get manhandled by Edmonton, even though they're going to be able to force 6. It's going to be Edmonton. And then Colorado-Dallas probably goes 7 because Dallas only loses in heartbreakers. Bro, I don't even have a sense making the playoffs. W. Ibrahim. Arizona making it here is worse than having... no, because Arizona actually has a team. Everybody's saying, let's go Buffalo. What's up? Oh.
But we're a team.
I agree. We are a team. Yes, we are. So I'll just go ahead and do this then. No. All right. I'll. There we go. All right. So Luca, who do you have making the finals?
I got Carolina in 5.
Oh no!
Good run for Buffalo.
Oh no!
Good run for Buffalo, but it's over.
Oh no!
And then in the final, and then the Western Conference final, I got Dallas in 6.
Oh. This is probably the worst Stanley Cup final I've ever seen. Genuinely, I would not watch this finals at all. That's not like a diss on you. That's just this would be. Yeah. I would hate this.
Yeah.
This. All right. And now for me, we're just gonna get out of the way. Colorado, easy. Colorado in 4. Edmonton can't match up to them. Now Buffalo versus New Jersey. It's a tough match because I love Jersey. They're a great team. And the Sabres are a great underdog story, but the inexperience is going to catch up to them. I think it's going to be a rematch of 2001. The New Jersey Devils and the Colorado Avalanche in the Stanley Cup Finals. Luca, I got to ask, who you got winning the Stanley Cup?
All right, Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh yeah. According to High Quality, we could have had the 1999 rematch.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I'll add my Conn Smythe in here as well.
Oh, okay.
All right, 2024 Stanley Cup champions will be Dallas in 6. Heiskanen wins the Conn Smythe.
Really?
Yep.
How does Miro Heiskanen get the Conn Smythe over Jake Ottinger?
I don't know. I just picked Heiskanen because
you know what? Fair.
Yeah, fair. And then let's hear your.
All right. So now, you guys know I'm a man of culture.
Jonathan Drouin Conn Smythe.
Fuck you! I was about to say, fuck you! God damn it! No, you guys know me. I'm a man who only makes correct predictions except when I'm wrong. I love... I like both these teams. Jersey is still young, like Buffalo. One of those teams has to get to the finals, though. Colorado has the experience, but they're without their captain. But with that being said, undefeated in the Stanley Cup Finals, the Colorado Avalanche have won their 4th Stanley Cup, in my honest opinion. Yeah, I think Colorado takes it over Jersey. I think Jersey will win a cup. As if they can acquire, hot take, boys, Jersey would be the team to look out for with John Gibson. I think if they really want a starting goalie, really?
Hellebuck.
Well, Hellebuck or Gibson. I think Jersey will be in the market at the deadline for a starting goalie, and I think they'd be willing to pay. If they can get a starting goalie, they honestly could win the cup. But right now, as it stands, opening night rosters, I see Colorado winning the Stanley Cup right now. Zach, good luck on Wednesday night for sure, my guy. And as for my Conn Smythe winner, I'm pretty sure he won it when they won the cup last time, but it's got to be Kel McCarr. I feel like you could give it to Nathan McKinnon. I think he will make a great case for it. There's probably other guys in there that might end up pushing, like similar to how Victor Hedman, I think, somehow won the Conn Smythe when the Tampa won the first cup. I think it could be random ass nominee that wins it, like Ryan O'Reilly. But I think Kel McCarr is going to end up taking the Conn Smythe, and I think it's going to be a great Stanley Cup final. You guys can't even see the fucking Conn Smythe. I just realized that. Son of a bitch. So yeah, Kel McCarr, and for Luca, it is Miro Heiskanen who wins the Conn Smythe trophy. Luca!
Harold.
Is there anything else?
I think we're all good to end this here.
All right.
It's been a long 4 hours.
Yes, it has been. So to recap really quickly, boys, these are my divisions. You can pause to look at them. These are Luca's divisions. These are what they look like. I don't know if you can get the full thing on the camera. I really hope you can. These are my playoff matchups. You can pause to look at them. These are Luca's Stanley Cup playoff matchups. I like how we both have the conference final, the Stanley Cup winner coming out of Colorado and Dallas, by the way. These are my awards. You guys can see them. All of them. All the awards. These are Luca's awards. All of them. You can see them there. If you ask me, it's Dallas's cup to lose. Suns, I don't know what you're smoking, but you've lost the plot, my guy. If you think Dallas...
Suns has not lost the plot.
Suns has absolutely lost the plot if Dallas wins the cup with old man Ryan Suter on their top pair. Holy shit, Luca. So there's nothing else that we need to do right now.
I do not think so. It's been
a while. All right. So, Luca, thank you so much for coming by. Legitimately, thank you for joining me on this wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving Sunday. Thank you for coming by. I know this was delayed for a while, and yeah, I know this was delayed for a while, but thank you for finally just coming on and talking predictions with me for 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Of course, no problem, man. You got anything to plug or
No,
you just
no.
oh.
Uh,
All right. Well,
all right.
if you do something like have anything to plug, put it in the chat. Yeah, sons, we are both Canadian, so Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Oh yeah, Luke, in advance, happy Thanksgiving, my guy.
You too.
Thank you. I'm very thankful for this stream. Yeah, I'll see you on the VC, Sporty. Yeah, I'll be in the VC. Yeah. Luke, I don't know if you're going to the VC, but yeah.
Probably not.
All right, no problem. Plug, go Knights, go. Luca, thank you, man. Ibrahim, see you guys. Abraham, thank you for coming by, my good sir. Yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's stream. Darkness in the Discord. Happy Thanksgiving, boys. Good luck to your teams. Thank you, Ibrahim. Good luck to your teams. Good luck to your team as well, man. You know, just for you, go Flames, go. Thank you guys again for watching. My name is Harry Rice. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share anything, which includes, but it is not limited to, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Prime. My name is Rice. Subscribe to the Puff Club, H Clubs, Hub Up, D Nation, and if you remember the Mod Squad, thank you for running comments on streams and or any videos. It is much greatly appreciated. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Links in the description are the Amazon list, the PO Box, the PayPal, and the Streamlabs, Discord, Twitch, Starbucks, Peanut account are all down there as well. Big shout out again, boys. Give a special thank you to Luca C for coming on the stream. He did not need to come up here and stay with me for fucking 3.5 hours to talk about hockey. But you know what? He did. Thank you again very much, Luca. It is much appreciated. I couldn't have done the stream without you. Yeah, guys.
Yeah, thank you, man.
No problem. That's going to do it. How do you memorize all this, sons? It's just in my goddamn head. I genuinely don't know how I do. It was just in my head. It's just in my head at this point. I don't know. Just for you, Luca, clip a chat. One time only. Go Sens, go. You're fucking whoa. Muscle memory, exactly, Plaza. You do it so many times, it's just in your head. But yeah, boys. Adam Morial, always remember, no matter how bad we were last year, how hopefully good we are like this year. Go Habs, go, baby. Thank you guys again so much for watching. My name is Harry Rice. And I'm Luca C. And that is going to do it for... I'm Harry Rice.
And I'm Luca C.
That'll do it. Thank you, Luca. I appreciate it. Pizza, boys. Thank you guys for coming by. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Fuck the Canes. I agree. Love you guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Alright, boys. It's time to go